Hi. Flawless timing. Flawless timing. Hi. Oh man, how am I awake right now? 11 a.m. I'm never awake during 11 a.m. 11 a.m. doesn't exist. But today, it does. Today, 11 a.m. exists, and so do I. Ooh, baby. All right. I haven't had caffeine. I apologize, but hopefully the next 50 minutes of discussion will wake me up. By the way, yeah, I'm speaking to people in the future right now. For those of you watching a VOD or an archive of this somewhere, if you want to skip the pre-discussion, want to just skip straight to the direct, skip ahead about 50 minutes. Because I started this one early. The other ones I started like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. This one, we're almost an hour. I have a lot I want to talk about. So skip ahead 50 minutes. For those of you who are here right now, grab popcorn. We're going to be here for a hot minute. Oh, it's 10 o'clock for you. Oh, bravo. Would you like me to give you a fucking lollipop? First comment I see is announcements dropped harder than my Wii U that I just threw out of my window. Okay, I don't hear a motorcycle, but I still hear a very loud car. You know what? We actually didn't hear a motorcycle yesterday. I don't think we didn't hear a motorcycle for Ubisoft or Sony. I didn't pick up on that till just now. Bless. Okay. So yeah, we have 50 minutes, guys. Nintendo. I've made my bias clear. I want Nintendo to be the best. 2 years ago, they were not the best. They were very disappointing. Last year, they didn't have a thing at all. They didn't have a spotlight or a direct or what have you. Reggie just got up on stage, and here's 6 hours of 2 games. Here's Pokemon for an hour, and here's Breath of the Wild for 5 hours, and that was their whole thing last year. They rode their entire E3 last year on one game. It was a really good game, but hopefully they got a little more than that this year. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm really scared because Nintendo. Nintendo, I feel like people put a lot of unfair expectations on them. A little bit. A lot of the expectations are warranted, but I feel like compared to other companies, I feel like a lot of people, I could be wrong on this, but I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't care about Microsoft, I don't care about Sony. I want Nintendo to announce everything. And while they should indeed give us the goods, I feel like Nintendo is in a bad spot all the time. Nintendo could announce Jesus. Jesus could actually come down from the heavens and say, I have returned my children. And Reggie will be seated at my left, and Miyamoto will be seated at my right. And of course, here he comes, Iwata. He's actually alive, folks. That was a joke. That was a grade A jape. We got you. We got you. Everyone will be like, yeah. And then like 50% of the people will be like, yeah, but they didn't announce Mother 3. Shit conference. So Nintendo's in an interesting spot because they could please a lot of people and people will still be like, yeah, but they didn't announce this one game, so everything else is flawed heavily. Jesus is gonna be confirmed. It's coming. All right. So again, so leading up to this, I kept hearing from many people that this was gonna be an hour long. At which point my dick grew just massive. My dick grew so big that I could eat it if I wanted to. If I wanted to. I didn't though. And then someone told me, no, dude, it's 25 minutes. And then it just immediately shrank down. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm hungry. I can't eat it now. But then Reggie said that it's going to be rapid fire, much like the last Nintendo Direct was rapid fire. So suddenly, 25 minutes does seem like a lot of time, if it's utilized properly. Bible Adventures HD 60 frames per second edition. You forgot the 4K. There's no that's not 4K. HD, get that HD was so 5 minutes ago. I'm talking about 4K, my boy. Talk about 4K. Alright, you know what? Hold on. Because we're gonna be here for 50 minutes, and my voice by itself is really difficult to listen to for 50 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna slap on some background music real quick. Because we're gonna be here for a minute. Here. 75 minutes of relaxing and calming Nintendo music. We're only gonna see about 60% of that. Okay. Just gonna lower it a little bit. Okay. Alright, you guys, I don't want to make this one too loud. It's just, this one's going to be subtle background noise. We'll do the audio check later. We got a lot of time. Okay. You guys can listen to the music. You know, whatever. If the headphones are on my head and I'm trying to, like, talk seriously for a minute, I get distracted. Okay. Here, I'll leave one ear out. Okay. So, I did conjure up a list of... The list begins with an obvious thing and ends with an obvious thing, and then everything else in between is just kind of like whatever came to my mind. How much longer is it? We have about 40 minutes to go. So, future people, if you're still here, I don't know why you're still here, but you go 40 minutes. Okay, so, first thing, and you see it right there. First thing, all the way on the right. Mario Odyssey is the only thing that is 100% guaranteed to show up. I hope they don't talk about it too long, because after the Direct, they're gonna have a Nintendo Live Treehouse. So I hope they don't spend 7 minutes on Mario Odyssey. Like, yeah, we know it's coming. We know it's gonna be good. Just remind us it's showing up. Give us maybe like a teaser of an enemy or something, I don't know, or a new location, and then just call it there, and we'll see more at the Treehouse later. Don't spend half of the 25 minutes on Mario Odyssey. We know it exists. We're all gonna buy it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Pokemon. They did have a Pokemon Direct already. Hopefully they had it so that they didn't have to talk about it here. But knowing Nintendo, they'll talk about it anyway. Nintendo's the kind of company to like have a Direct to get it over with, but then still announce it during you only have 25 minutes. Let's fill it up with Pokemon. We talked about that last week. Put it in anyway. As I recall, the Pokemon Direct had Sun and Moon again. Ultra, whatever Ultra means in the world of... As I was saying, whatever the word Ultra means in Pokemon. Yeah, Ultra, we changed this. We changed the way grass looks. $60, please. All right, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but whatever. I'm sure the Pokemon people will be like, well, actually, but I don't care. Okay, what else was there? There was a virtual console of Gen 2? Question mark? I don't know which one it is. And then the only one that I cared about was Pokken Tournament for Switch. which I didn't get for Wii U. I might pick it up for Switch. So, I mean, hopefully, if they want, show him at the Treehouse later. In fact, they have a Pokken Invitational. I might watch that on my own time, but don't show it here. Show it on the Treehouse and obviously the Invitational. Please don't. Again, 25 minutes. Even if it's a rapid fire segment, 25 minutes is still a pretty short amount of time. Don't retread too much information we already know. So the only thing new Pokemon that I could think is maybe they'll be like, we didn't announce all the Pokemon stuff, and then Pokemon Stars will actually turn out to be real. That one's a bit of, I don't want to say wishful thinking, because I personally don't care, but maybe we'll see that. Because, I mean, really, if Mario Rabbids is real, anything is real at this point. Breath of the Wild DLC, again, I kind of hope they don't talk about this too much. I have a feeling they will. The DLC Pack 2 is going to have more stuff. DLC Pack 1 is just a couple of features that, I mean, really, if you bought the game 3 months ago, you're already done with it. These features aren't going to really mean much to you. I already found all 900 Korok seeds. That mask is not going to be of any use to me whatsoever. I have a social life. Meet my friends. Korok, 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 Korok. Yahaha! Yahi! The maraca. Okay. So they're probably going to mention the first DLC pack, which I think is coming out either this month or next month. But I hope they don't talk about it too long. Just have a Korok fly across the screen and we'll get it. We'll understand. Mario Kart. Either a new Mario Kart, which actually probably not. I don't think they're going to announce a new Mario Kart this early. If they talk about Mario Kart, it might be like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Like they're gonna. I also don't think that either. It's one or the other, but it could also likely be neither. Because I don't see them adding DLC to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They made it sound like it's a finalized package. It's like Mario Kart 8 is done. We brought it over to the system, but we're done. So they might not bring up Mario Kart at all. If they bring up Mario Kart, it's either gonna be a new game or DLC for Deluxe. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about either one. We'll see about that one. ARMS. I hope they don't talk about ARMS because they had the test punch, whatever it was called, and the game comes out this week. It comes out this week. Everyone knows it comes out this week. They have an ARMS invitational. They have an invitational for fucking everything. So just talk about ARMS there. Just do ARMS there. We know it's coming. It comes out this week. 25 minutes. I'm gonna keep reiterating that. So, don't talk about ARMS. Also, please don't talk about Splatoon 2. You already revealed a lot. Again, you have a fucking invitational. You can announce stuff there. You got 25 minutes. That's my buzzword. 25 minutes. Buzzwords. Whatever. Alright. I don't know. Why did I write this one down? Mother 3. Oh, lordy. Alright, look. Listen. Here's controversial opinion time. Here we go. I do not want them to translate Mother 3. Here's why. There's already a fan translation that's really good. People already have that. Because here's what's going to happen. Nintendo's going to translate Mother 3, and then everyone's going to complain, and then give developers death threats. Oh, Chris, you're over-exaggerating. That's already happened 3 times. No thanks. We have a fan translation already. Stick with that one. It's a good one. We don't need it. All that's gonna happen is people are gonna be like, they said love, peace, and chicken grease. I hope they all die. So I don't want Mother 3 to happen. I'm sorry. Even if Switch portability is good, I do not want it. If only for the sake of developers who, if they sneeze the wrong way, people want them to fucking die. Jesus. But if it does happen, great. I guess. Cool. Whatever. And then I also wrote this around. Skyrim for the 30th time. That's what I wrote, Skyrim. And then like in angry typing for the 30th time. If please, we've heard about Skyrim 3 times! This E3 alone. Every time you talk about Skyrim, Todd Howard's life is expanded by 10 years. He's already gonna live to see the Earth implode. He doesn't need to live longer than that. He's good. He's fine. Please, 25 minutes. We've already heard about Skyrim for a combined total of 25 minutes. We don't need to hear it again. Mario Rabbids, they're probably gonna briefly mention that again. But I mean, they went pretty in-depth yesterday with Ubisoft. So I hope they let Ubisoft show it off to free up time. I hope, but they're probably gonna briefly mention it again. Metroid. And then in parentheses, I wrote, Keck. Ha ha ha. Funny joke. Metroid. Alright, we're just gonna skip that one. I'm not even gonna humor that idea. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Nintendo keeps saying it's coming this year, but really? I don't know about, dude, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 took like 9 years to play. I don't know about, are you sure it's coming out this year? I don't know. Nintendo has been saying it's on track, it's coming out this year. So today is when they're gonna announce the delay. I'm not convinced. There's gonna be a delay on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm not convinced it's coming out this year. BlazBlue. Arc System Works has confirmed that BlazBlue is coming to Switch. They haven't confirmed if it's a new game, a port of Central Fiction, or one of those weird 3DS spin-off titles they had a while ago. It's probably not a new game, because Mori said the story is done, but Mori also says a lot of shit, so more than likely it's either a port of Central Fiction or it's in the style of one of those weird 3DS spin-off games. Hopefully it's not that one. If it is Central Fiction, I'm probably not gonna get it, if only because I kind of burned myself out on playing it, and I've already seen the story. And by story, I mean 20 hours of what the fuck. But, so I probably won't buy it again, but if it's a port for everyone else, good for them. No More Heroes 3. Do you remember the time when Suda51 blessed the world with, yeah! I'm gonna pull that one up again real quick. Hold up. We're gonna go back here real quick. Ignore this. I have to bless your monitor real quick. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm about to bless you so hard. Oh fuck, where'd I put it? Where'd it go? No, where's the bless? I found the bless. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been blessed. Repost on your Facebook wall now to be visited by Suda tonight. You'll be visited by the Suda Fairy. Okay. And we're back. We're playing the feud. So No More Heroes 3. It's still... I'm so weirded out. I don't know why Nintendo devoted 5 minutes of stage time to a mere image of Travis Touchdown. I'm happy, but from a business standpoint, I'm not sure I get it. But whatever. No More Heroes 3 is happening. Let's go. So hopefully there will be another teaser today. Probably not. I don't know. I feel like that is all we're gonna hear about it for a while. Maybe next year we'll hear something about No More Heroes 3. I don't know. Suda strikes me as a kinda Nomura. He's not quite Nomura, but he's like, it's not called No More Heroes 3. We didn't say that. Like, oh god, he hasn't even decided on the fucking obvious title. Here we go. Oh lordy. So probably not gonna see that. Maybe a small teaser. Because if you can devote 5 minutes of stage time to a mere image, you can get away with a lot of things. But probably not. But what might be a little more likely is this is a wish list. Perhaps in anticipation for No More Heroes 3, Switch ports for No More Heroes 1 and No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. They've already done an HD version of No More Heroes 1. They put it on the PS3. It was called No More Heroes Heroes Paradise. So... No, funny story about the translator, actually. Suda went about 80% off script. So the translator had no idea what was going on. So like we all blamed the poor guy. We were like, dude, why aren't you hype? There are No More Heroes 3. It's actually Suda's fault. Suda went 80% off script. The translator is actually not at fault here. Bless. Alright. No More Heroes 1.5 HD Remix. Heroes Desperate Struggle. So, if not No More Heroes 3, I think slightly, very slightly more likely, they'll show HD ports. But more than likely, we're not going to see No More Heroes at all. We're probably going to see something related to Dragon Quest, more than likely. And even though they showed Monster Hunter yesterday, Monster Hunter is a cheating whore and cheated on Nintendo, they're probably still going to have something Monster Hunter related for like 3DS or Switch. That's another thing. I hope they keep 3DS stuff to a bare minimum. Switch is the new console. They have to push the Switch. You bring out a new console, but you focus on 3DS. It's like, what's the point of the new console? The console's supposed to be a console handheld hybrid, but you're focusing on just the handheld that's been out for 7 years. I don't know what... But they're probably going to show Monster Hunter for either 3DS or Switch or both. I don't know. Here's something that everyone has been talking about. Everyone wants Animal Crossing. I played the fuck out of Animal Crossing New Leaf for 3 months straight, and then my favorite neighbor moved out without fucking telling me, and then I stopped playing. So, to this day, I am salty. Rest in peace, Tia. If that even is your name. I forgot. It's been so long. A love of ages forgotten. I can't remember your name, but I remember your presence. So, Animal Crossing on Switch makes too much sense, which makes me worried that Nintendo's not gonna do it, because it makes sense. So, I mean, even though I wouldn't get Animal Crossing, it makes a lot of sense for Switch, and it would be great for the Animal Crossing fans. Because again, you could have it on console, and then when you want to go on a bus, you don't have to leave it here. You can take it with you. That would be tight. I don't care about it personally, but that would be really tight, actually. That would be great. What else we got? Fire Emblem Warriors. We're probably gonna see more on that, as well as the next proper Fire Emblem game that they're going to put on Switch. They confirmed that already, but they haven't showed us anything. And then we're going to see some shit on Amiibo. Of course we are. It's going to be 25 minutes of Amiibo. Are you fuckers ready? Let's go. All right. And then... All right, here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. I saved the best one for last. Here we go. Time for... We have half an hour to go. This half an hour is going to be spent on this one fucking game. Here we go. Super Smash Brothers Nintendo Switch, baby! Please! Please. Okay, so again, Smash Brothers Switch was sort of leaked as well, but the thing is, Mario and Rabbids was also leaked, but a lot of stuff came out over the course of a year. Like, official materials, official advertisement materials, the artwork. The artwork from the leak was the same that we saw at the Ubisoft conference yesterday. So that game was leaked, but it was more believable because we saw the actual materials. Smash Switch has apparently been leaked, but outside of words, we haven't seen anything. The only thing that we've seen was a fake leak. We talked about it last week. I discussed it, and then after I discussed it, it was confirmed fake, which I knew. But it was fun to talk about it anyway. I'm so glad the music changed when your emotions changed. Yeah, the whole time I was like, I'm excited for No More Heroes. I hope the Animal Crossing people are happy. Super Smash for the Switch, baby! Man, that'll be almost as hype as Knack 2! Knack 2, baby! Alright, so... While, again, they ported Mario Kart 8, they ported Pokken. And Pokken was the Wii U's second fighting game. Why would you port the second fighting game and not the first fighting game? Oh, wrong finger, whoops. The Super Smash for the Switch, baby! But yeah, Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. Wii U were like the only two reasons to own a Wii U. That was like the two highest selling games. So I don't know why, so if they ported Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers just makes too much sense. Like, please, bless. And then, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, if it's announced, we're guaranteed to get all the content from the Wii U version. And I'm thinking they might try to combine some content from the 3DS version. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking probably not all the content, because that would be a fuck ton of stages. I mean, would I even play on most of them? I don't even know. So they might bring over the best from the 3DS version, but then also have all the Wii U content, because I think most of us can agree the Wii U version was the best one. So I think they'll bring over the best content from the 3DS version. Hopefully that includes Smash Run, which is much better than Smash Tour. I thought Smash Tour was alright. It's fun if you have the right group of people. Otherwise, yeah, it's bare bones Mario Party. But the best mode was Smash Run. I hope they bring that one back. That would be cool to see HD treatment and, you know, play it on the go, but also on console with friends and blah blah blah. I see you, boy. So I'm thinking, if they port it, it will be similar. At the very least, it'll be content. At the very least, it will be all the Wii U content plus some 3DS content. That's the bare minimum I expect from a Switch port. But if they take the deluxe route of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that means it'll be all the content, all the DLC, plus a couple of additional things. Now, I think if they do this, I think we're guaranteed Ice Climbers. I think we're guaranteed Ice Climbers, because Ice Climbers were supposed to be in the Wii U, in the original version. This was confirmed by Sakurai himself. The reason they didn't make the cut was because they worked fine on the Wii U version, but they made the 3DS version lag too much, and Sakurai wanted to keep the characters consistent between both versions. So, if we get a port and they go the deluxe route, I think Ice Climbers are a definite. And then I guess, just throwing some off the top of my head, a Splatoon rep, either the Squid Sisters or the Inkling, or the Inkling but the Squid Sisters as an alternate skin sort of thing. Probably someone from ARMS. They're trying to push ARMS right now. Maybe one more third-party character, and maybe a Pokemon Sun and Room. Sun and Room. Oh, hi, Pikachu. Man, this moon is crazy. Oh, hi, Mark. I see you leveled up your Rowlet. Rowlet is just a little birdie. Cheep, 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 cheep. Sun and Moon starter. If we get new characters, I'm saying no more than 5. Ice Climbers, Splatoon, ARMS, one more third party, whoever, and Sun and Moon rep. That's what I'm thinking. I want Snake to come back. I want Bless, but Konami gave us Bomberman. I don't know who got held hostage at Konami for that to happen. I doubt it was out of... I don't see Snake happening. I would love it, but you know what? Actually, that's the thing I wanted to... Oh, guys, after this is all over... Voice crack. After this is all over, there's actually a really good video that is a bunch... It's a video imagining what it would be like if Snake returned for Smash 4 and had codec conversations for all the newcomers. So it's the voice actors are really good. The voice actor for Snake is pretty good. Voice actor for Otacon was pretty good. Mei Ling, they brought back her Asian accent, her cute Asian accent from the original game, not from Twin Snakes. So, and they had conversations for all the newcomers. They had like, Shulks was like, Otacon, who's this guy? Why would I know? Well, he looks like a fucking anime character. Of course I'm gonna ask you. So that's a good video. Here, I'll link it. I'll link it in the chat. You can watch it after this is all over, or you can watch it now if I'm annoying. Do whatever you want. Hold on. Snake Codex Smash 4. That might show up. Here, okay. The video is called "What If Solid Snake Was in Smash for Wii U 3DS." It's about 26 minutes long. So I'll throw that in the chat. And by the chat, I mean both chats, because I'm on both YouTube and Twitch right now. There you go. All right, you should both have it. All right. So that's a good video. I thought the voice actors were really good. They captured the essence of the characters. So like that's cool. That's like, yeah, Snake. But as far as actually happening, I doubt it. Snake only got into Brawl because of Hideo Kojima specifically, not necessarily Konami. It was mainly Kojima's doing. And now that Kojima's out, Konami definitely has no interest, I bet. So those are the characters. Probably some new stages. Probably a Breath of the Wild stage. That would be cool, like you fight on the Divine Beasts or something. I think that would be pretty neat. And then probably maybe a Mario Odyssey stage, maybe. I don't know. I can't really think of too much for stages. I did have one good idea, actually. What was my good idea? I know I had an idea last week that I was like, oh shit, this is gold. And now, of course, I can't think about it. So it probably wasn't a gold idea. It was probably a garbage idea. What was the idea? It'll probably come to me. I see people, I see like one or two people in the chats. They said Travis touchdown for Smash. That's my hope, but I want it. I want it, baby. I want it. I want it. A Bayonetta stage. They already had a Bayonetta stage. Umbra Clock Tower. Oh, you mean another one? I mean, dude, I don't know if it could get much better than an Umbra Clock Tower. I don't know. I can think of two more spots. I don't know. They're not going to do 2 third parties. I doubt it. I doubt it. But back to Travis. Dude, Travis touchdown. All you have to do to put him in that game is just don't make him swear. That's it. That's all. That's the only no wholesome Christian youth play Smash Brother. No, none of these. Just don't make him curse, and he's in. He's so good. He fits so good. I mean, 25% chance. If for Smash Brothers in general, not just for a port. If Travis Touchdown does show up, I don't think it's going to be for a Smash 4 port. I think it'll be in the next Smash. Especially if they do new characters on top of what they already have. I think that they're probably going to save Travis for a rainy day. I don't think they'll bring him in this time. I think that there's a shot. I think there's a genuine shot for Travis. Oh yeah, remember that? Yeah, Travis's classic Smash Brothers friendly quote. The winner is... Some people fuck at funerals. I cut off heads. Travis! I'll mod that line in. I'll mod it in. It won't be in the original game, but I'll mod it in. Let's go. Alright. What are your thoughts and opinions on Mario's unbelievably shiny shoes in Odyssey? You know what? That's a great question. That's a great question, Rick. Oh, jeez. That's a good. That's a good question. Yeah, if they were able to keep Bayonetta E10, then they can get Travis in. Yeah. Yeah. Remember, Bayonetta has tits. Can't put that in Smash Brothers. Nah, my boy, nah. So no. Hey there, fuckface. Fuckhead. So yeah, Smash Brothers port is probably so yeah. So it's just recap. So bare minimum, we're getting all the Wii U content and then possibly some 3DS content. Bare minimum stage 2 is all the Wii U content and all the 3DS content. Over better than Sex itself, these are the official tier names, is all the content of Wii U 3DS plus some new stuff. And yeah, I don't know. Again, Ice Climb. I'm predicting no more than 5 characters. Ice Climbers, Splatoon something, ARMS something, probably Springman. Third party, third party, who, I don't know. Third party, there's a lot of good choices. Again, I don't think it's gonna be Travis. Maybe Shovel Knight? I don't know. I don't know if Nintendo's been friendly to indies. I don't know if they're that friendly yet. I don't know if they're that friendly. Possibly. Nintendo did help out a lot with the Spectre of Torment expansion. That was the new one, right? Spectre of Torment. I own it. I own Treasure Trove. I have yet to play it. God damn me. I am a piece of garbage. Do you think Twintel is thick? Dumb question. Next. Why do you ask such stupid questions? I'm disappointed in you. And then the 5th character will be probably Pokemon Sun and Moon. A rep. Probably Rowlet. Because Rowlet, as far as I've been able to tell, is the most popular starter pick. And as much as I don't care about Pokemon, I do think Rowlet's pretty cool. Like if Pokemon were real in real life, like you go to the pet store and there's Pokemon, I'd probably buy a Rowlet. Dante. That would be a 3rd Capcom character. I don't know if they would go that far. And Capcom's focusing on Marvel Infinite, which, I'm still scared for Marvel Infinite. Lord. Okay. I bring up Marvel Infinite every conference, even though it's only been in Sony's. I'm sorry. Bring me to the promised land, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Please. Please, guilty ball gears. They have gameplay footage for Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and there's no music in the background, which is great because I can plop on the Guilty Gear and BlazBlue soundtracks, and they all worked. It is such an Arc System Works game. It worked so well. Bless. Arc System, bring us unto salvation. Save us from Infinite. Amen. I want Infinite to be good, but also Capcom. So, I mean, hey. Oh, my pain. Where the fuck is your bingo card, you fuck? Do I need a... What is it about Nintendo? Nintendo's the only company people use bingo cards for. I don't... I think somebody posted a bingo card in my Discord the other day. I'll just steal that. I'll just steal that real quick. Come on, I know it's here. Don't make me scroll up for 5 hours. Come on. There it is. All right. Wow, which one of you fuckers made Mother 3 the free space? Get out of here. Oh my lord. What is this hot, meme-tastic garbage? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna save this one. Open original. Save image as. Come on, Chris, it's Nintendo. You gotta play bingo. You gotta play bingo. All right, I haven't listened to the music for a while. I wanted to see what song we were up to. All right, here's the fucking bingo card. All right, so according to this dweeb, Smash Switch announced being a new title and not a port. Ooh, that's ballsy. Oh, hot damn. Yo, top left, let's go. Top left being ballsy. Here we go. Mario Odyssey release date. Didn't they have a release date? Or at least a release month. I don't remember. Gesundheit. Fire Emblem Warriors info release date. That's what I think. Ports for days. Probably. Golden Sun 4. Oh, man, now the right corner is being ballsy. We got ballsy corners over here. Splatoon 2, yeah, probably. I hope not, because we already know a lot about it. 25 minutes. Mario Rabbids, 25 minutes. Pokken DX, 25 minutes. Another goddamn Zelda HD remake. Probably. I don't know. Twilight Princess HD came out last year. I think maybe they'll hold off one more year, I think. Maybe. An announcement that will make the viewers throw so much money at the screen, aka a new entry in a dead franchise. You didn't have to write all that. You could have just wrote Metroid. New Star Fox, again, I don't think so. Zero came out last year. Miyamoto doesn't seem like... Miyamoto's like, alright, I made a Star Fox game. Come back in 10 years. New Pikmin. They're making Pikmin on 3DS. I don't know if they're going to do a Switch one as well. A bloody Nindy lightning round. Don't say bloody. Indie games are great. I mean, again, for 25 minutes, maybe not too great, but they're great. Indies are great. Xenoblade 2, we're probably gonna see that. GameCube controller support for what? For Smash? I mean, we have to get that first. I don't know. I doubt they're gonna make universal GameCube controller support. I doubt it's gonna be a thing. Because with Wii U, they had GameCube controller support, but it was only for Smash. Call of Duty Switch. If that happens, I'm burning this bingo card. This bingo card was made by Satan! GameCube Virtual Console. Please, just stop. Okay, so let's see. We got left, top left is ballsy, top right is ballsy, just under the free space is also pretty ballsy. Met us at this place because games. I don't get that one. Whoever wrote this bingo card, explain that sentence to me. I have, that's flying over my head. I have no idea. And we're starting in 5 minutes. All right, hold on. All right, we got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Yeah, they are porting that. I hope. They've already said PS4, Steam, and Xbox One for Dragon Ball FighterZ. They would have said Switch as well. Oh man, alright. Xenoverse 2 it is. That's fine. Xenoverse 1 was alright. Xenoverse 2, I think that's out already on other consoles. I don't know. New Mega Man. All of these corners so far are just ballsy. Oh my lord. Kirby Switch probably. Kid Icarus Uprising 2. A bit likely. Maybe. Because that was a good game, but it was hindered by 3DS controls. And I got used to the controls. And I can still tell you they were pretty bad. New Chibi Robo. Funny. And Sonic Mania and or Forces info. Alright, so if we were going to keep with the theme of making the corners ballsy, you should have switched Chibi Robo and Sonic. I think Sonic's definitely happening. Alright, well, I have nowhere to put this. I'm sorry. Alright, I'll keep it on the sidelines. I have nowhere to put it. I made the layout in advance. I have 5 minutes left. I don't have time to rearrange things. Sorry. Alright, let me just retweet my tweet that we're live because I tweeted it an hour ago and we're about to start, so I'm just gonna retweet it again. So the people know. The people know, and the people are blessed with Nintendo. Alright, so we got 5 minutes left. This is either gonna be, and again, Nintendo, they did a really good job with the Switch presentation in January. They did a really good job. That said, they definitely need a bit more to really get themselves going. The Switch has great momentum so far, I think, but they still need to keep it going. So hopefully this proves that the Switch will not die as fast as the Wii U, which I don't think it will. I think it has a better start than the Wii U so far, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee success. So, did you miss the thing? No, it's starting in about 5 minutes. We've just been talking for an hour because I'm me. B-Movie 2 on Switch. Banned. You're banned. Get out of here. You're not allowed to watch the stream anymore. Alright. So, alright, let's see what we got. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music off now. Actually, real quick, what is this song? This sounds familiar. Okay, it's from Xenoblade Chronicles. Okay. Cool bean, boy. Cool bean, boy. Cool bean, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna higher the desktop audio a little bit. Alright. So immediately when the event starts, let me know how the volume is. I have it set to what it was yesterday, so we should be good. But, you know, just let me know how it sounds. I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, and then, hold on. I had one more prediction written down here. I had, hold on. Neck 2, baby! Neck 2, baby! Okay. Okay, guys, now I want to ask, if I had a 1,200 LEV Bulgarian currency, should I buy PC parts for a good PC or a 680 Switch? Honestly, that depends. It depends on if you think the Switch has games worth buying a console for right now. Because although I'm pleased with what I got so far, I could use a little more. So I mean, the Switch was, I paid for it, but then my mother reminded me it was my birthday, and she paid for my pre-order. So I technically got it for free, so I didn't waste money. But it's up to you if you think it has games now, or if games are coming that you're willing to wait for. If not, yeah, PC. But the Switch does have some good stuff coming, and hopefully we're about to see some more good stuff. So, you know what? Ask that question again after this is over, and I'll give you my opinion. But really, it's up to you. It's up to you. Because it's games, and how long you think you're gonna have practical use for the thing it's a whole bunch of factors. And I don't know who you are, and I am not you. I am me. I'm just guy sitting in chair, looking at screen, waiting for neck. So, we got a minute. All right, they're live. All right. This is either going to be really good, or it's going to be 25 minutes of amiibos. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm scared, but I'm hopeful. It's a cautious optimism. But listen, the second you know that swing with the fire at the beginning of Smash trailers, if I see that swing, it's over. It's over. The millisecond I see that swing, whether it's a new game or a port, the swing, the swing, come on, give me the swing! Right out the bat, give me the swing. Is the volume, all right, let me know immediately how the volume is. Let me know immediately. All right, that is not a swing, that is a bathroom. That's a bathroom. Heh, the bathroom is where the toilet's where Smash 4 belongs, am I right, fellas? Haha, got him. Got him. All right, here's arms. Oh my god, they got car. All right, well, this one's good car. This one's Rocket League. Rocket League is the only good car. The only good car they got. What was that? Shit. Staring into your soul. Alright, so far, technically they're mentioning the stuff I was talking about, but it's in a highlight reel sort of thing. So alright. Maybe this is a good sign. Maybe they're getting it out of the way now, like, here's the games, here's a montage, now here's the new stuff. Hopefully that's what this is. Hopefully that's what this is. Rocket League was confirmed a long time ago, wasn't it? Why are you guys like, oh my god, this is new? I could have sworn they announced Rocket League for Switch a long time ago. Did they? Or is this new? Let me know so I can, be like, oh yeah, Rocket League, woo! Because I thought it was happening. It wasn't? Okay, Rocket League, yeah, woo! I thought it was confirmed already. Huh. Alright, I guess I had a dream. I don't know. I guess I had a dream. Whatever. Whatever. Arms. Alright. This is the sizzle reel. Keep this stuff out of the sizzle reel. We know, or out of the main event, rather. The swing. 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 Hashtag swing.
The game is fun.
How did you get in my house, Reggie? I'm calling the cops.
Is a battle. If it's not fun.
All right, no one's telling me anything about the volume, so I'm assuming we're good.
Where's the fun?
I'm assuming we're good.
It's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time. Fun and battle always locked together. But the game is also something else. It's a journey, a passport to new worlds, maybe even an odyssey.
Reggie, you're gonna make me pre. Come on.
Feel,
Stop edging me.
Exploration.
The foreplay sucks. Get to the roughhousing. Oh, baby.
Yes, the journey requires the right ticket. And that ticket...
We're 3 minutes in already. We got 22 minutes to go. Let's go.
It's not just where you can take your game.
Papa Reggie. If Sakurai is Daddy Sakurai, this is Papa Reggie.
So let's go.
And Papa Reggie can distort time and space. Alright, what do we got first thing? First thing is clouds. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Okay, here we go. They're gonna announce the delay. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be delayed to early 2018 at least. At least.
They called that paradise Elysium.
Tree. Big tree. Turn the stream volume up a little bit. I mean, I did it already, but I'll do it again. You had a dream last night about Mario Odyssey being disappointing? I don't, nah. After that first trailer, initial reactions were strong.
As the driver of the Aegis.
Anime girl. No, get her off the screen. We're gonna see Rule 34 in 20 minutes. These fuckers are quick.
I'm in.
They're quick. Look, you have, her backside is exposed. I'm sorry, not 20 minutes. That's been downgraded to 15 minutes now. Direct's gonna be over. There's already gonna be porn of it on Tumblr. Someone's drawing it right now. Oh, we got that. Oh, we got the music. Oh, it's a. That was 5 seconds and that was already good. Oh baby. Oh baby. Yeah, something about that girl is the guy's sword. And listen, I'm all for man-on-sword relations. I'm an advocate for man-on-sword relations. But this is preaching to the choir just a little bit, don't you think, folks? Fucking sword justice warriors.
I'm guessing your goal
is Elysium.
But now, is she... I kept hearing she is the sword, but she hasn't turned into a sword yet. The guy's been using another sword. So I don't know. But okay, anyway. Fuck that noise. The graphics! Oh, baby.
This blade he calls Pyro.
It looks good. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That one ship looked like an angel from Bayonetta. I don't know why. I'll take it.
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it either.
If you know what you
Yeah, plot, JRPG plot, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
not with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
Yep, alright, and delay. Really? We're not delayed. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
Sometimes you
Are you sure?
a sword swinging, fire wheel,
Alright.
stone cold hero,
I'll believe you.
an insatiable appetite.
Kirby. There he is! Oh! It looks good! Doesn't look 4K good, but it looks good! Oh yeah! Wait, did I say Kirby on the thing? Did I say Kirby on the thing? Hold on. Let me look. I don't know. I didn't put down Kirby. What is wrong with me? Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. Oh, Kirby. Kirby. I don't even know what's going on. I don't care. At first, like, the guy was talking, and it was like, fire, stone, and I was like, what are we doing here? And then I heard appetite, I'm like, yeah, let's go, baby. I mean, listen, it's no knack, but, I mean, come on. Pretty, 20, that's too long. You're putting the anime before Kirby? Get that out of here.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. I hope you've been enjoying the journey with Nintendo Switch so far. When I found out that Nintendo Switch is being accepted by video game fans from all over the world...
You said it was
as a
rapid
home
fire,
console
but
that could
you're
be taken
currently
with you
doing this
anywhere,
thing where it's
I
like,
felt
here's
so
why I picked
relieved.
the console. Alright, listen. I know why you picked the
Outside,
console.
come together,
Handheld
share
portability.
the
Show
experience.
me the game.
This idea was how we hoped people would play with Nintendo Switch. But people are
Snipper
coming
clips.
up
That's
with many
I've been hearing a lot of good
creative
things about
ways to
snipper clips.
play
I want
in
to pick
all
that
kinds of
up.
places,
But that's a
in many more
co-op game,
ways
and I don't
than
have
we
friends.
expected. This summer,
I walk a
Nintendo and
lonely
its third-party
road.
partners will release many
The
multiplayer
only
games that
one
can be
that
played
I
anytime,
have ever known.
anywhere, and with anyone. We hope there will be many heated competitions that will be ignited by interest.
17 minutes left.
Now
We've
we'll
seen
continue
2
with even more new
games.
game worlds for Nintendo Switch.
Where's the
But
rapid
before we do,
fire?
There is one announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Swing. Not a swing. It's alright. Don't.
Hi everyone.
Pokemon, no!
Kazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Don't be.
Just the other day,
I don't.
we announced
I'll
that
be okay if
Tokyo
it's something
Tournament
new and not a
Fitness
rehash
is
of what
coming
they
to
showed us
Nintendo
last
Switch.
week.
This is the latest version of the premier Pokemon fighting game.
Damn it!
2 people can dive right into battle using 2 Joy-Con controllers. So you can
They're
experience
great.
heated Pokemon.
Why
battles
did you have a
with just
direct
one
last
Nintendo
week
Switch
if you're just
console.
gonna tell us again?
There are some fresh additions,
25
including
minutes!
Pokemon.
Listen,
And
I'm
this
on
deluxe
board.
version
I'm
of the
probably
game
gonna
will be
buy
on display
Pokken.
at
I'm
E3
probably gonna
for
buy it.
attendees to play.
But 25 minutes.
I have one more announcement. Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch. It
Okay.
may not release for more than a year, but we hope you'll look forward to
Okay,
it all the
alright,
same.
hey, you know what? That's fine.
In the meantime,
And they said
let's
core.
enjoy
They
the
said
Gears of
core.
3.
That means Gen, whatever Gen,
It's
like
yours,
Gen
Rob.
8 or
Thank
whatever
you
it
very
is.
much. We heard that the Pokemon series
Gen
is
8,
being
alright.
developed for
Alright,
Nintendo
that's good.
Switch. What kind of
I don't care
Pokemon game will
personally,
you be
but
able
I
to
mean
play on
that's a
Nintendo
big deal to
Switch?
actual
I'm
Pokemon
looking
fans. So
forward to
I'm
it
on board
myself.
with that. I'm on board with that.
At this year's E3, we're mostly showing games that will be released in 2017.
All right, they brought it
Please
back.
know
They
that
brought it
here
back.
at Nintendo, we're working on many forms of
A little bit.
entertainment that can
No
only be
footage,
possible on
But just
Nintendo
the
Switch.
announcement I think is
We
good.
hope you look forward to them as well. Now let's continue on with the journey with Nintendo Switch.
Swing. Oh, it was a black screen. I was like, oh, no. Oh, man. That's all right. It's okay. All right, what's this one? What's this one now? This one is... No. That's impossible. This franchise is dead. This franchise is dead. This franchise is supposed to be dead. Oh! Oh! I need something to shove up my pussy right now. Where's the dildo I saved for such an occasion? Oh, toenail clipper. That'll work. Oh, lordy. All right, we're not gonna say anything else. All right, no, hey, listen. Fine. Oh, no, Yoshi, go away. I'm not done yet. I'm preing. All right, now what do we got here? We got more Yoshi. Yoshi's yarn thing. I haven't played a lot of Woolly World. Is this Woolly World a port or is... Nah, hold on. I don't remember these environments. Is this a sequel? Either way, it looks really good. I don't remember these visuals. I think this is a sequel. Hey, if it's a sequel, good. I haven't played much of it, but the first Woolly World was really good. I think this is a sequel. I can't get over it. A Metroid Prime 4! They said the franchise was dead! And it was for about, like, 9 years or so. We don't talk about Federation Force. Shh. Everyone was like, they're gonna announce Federation Force 2. Nah, my boy. Oh, baby. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't get over that. Alright, Yoshi looked cool. I was looking up during the logo. I don't know if that was a port or a sequel. Is that a new game? Let's go. Alright. Alright, picking that up. Now this one, okay, Koei Tecmo. This is Fire Emblem Warriors. This is Fire Emblem Warriors for sure.
We're under attack!
Yup.
Mother's in danger!
If she's up there,
An evil Dargan appeared.
You two must keep
Dark
going.
Beast Ganon.
No, I'm coming with you!
Alright, generic JRPG dialogue. Father, no! Is it Fire Emblem Warriors? It is. Okay. I needed Chrom to show up, and then I knew we were blessed.
I am Marth, the Prince of Altea. We've come
Hi,
here to
Marth.
save you.
I like your Japanese voice better,
remember that
Marth,
you
but
can
hello.
rely on your friends. We're with you.
Alright, and we got Babe Corn.
If you can't
And
do
we
this,
got
you can.
Spiky Anime Daddy.
You
And we
fought
got
the
not
first fight.
Spiky Anime
There's
Daddy.
nothing you two can't do. No matter the danger, we can
And we
overcome
got
it.
regular Anime Daddy.
All right?
All the anime daddies are here, performing for you. I don't know who you two fuckers are, but you're probably original characters like what were their names in Hyrule Warriors? Lana and Sia. So they're probably like this game's original characters.
Hi there.
Breath of the Wild DLC. All right, let's go.
Eiji Aonuma. You may have already heard about it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago.
No, shut up!
It was announced
Fuck!
that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim. I'm really looking forward
No,
to
but deep,
exploring
no,
Skyrim
but deep.
with the
How about
Microsoft
deep, but
Sword.
spotty? Harapop, harapop,
When did the
harapop,
Master Sword come in my
pop.
hand? Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Okay, they kept it short.
Let us take you.
It was
on a new
a
Hyrule
footnote. All right. Okay. If they played the theme again, I was gonna have an aneurysm. I was actually going to have an aneurysm. You were going to witness an aneurysm live, IRL. What is this? Trial of the Sword. All right, I remember this now. All right, so this is like this game's Cave of Ordeals from Twilight Princess. Ooh, baby. And they got the best song. Oh, baby, play me that violin. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, when I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be just look like a cave. But like, nah, this is one hell of a cave. All right, we know about this. Again, I completed Breath of the Wild. I completed Breath of the Wild. That feature's not gonna be of use to me. I will wear all this hot garbage though. I will willingly wear all this hot garbage. Yeah, ha! Master mode. They said they'll reveal more games in the first hour of the Treehouse. Well, I hope so. Gold Lionel. Regular Lionels were already fuck all hard. I wasn't able to kill a single Lionel until like 75% into the game. I could kill Guardians easier, and they're supposed to be the main threat. Oh, Cass, what are you, baby? Give me, what's Cass doing? Drop the beats, Cass. Drop the Cass. Oh, where are they going with this now? Why are they showing the champions? Is this leading somewhere cool? Is there a Falco Lombardi confirmed? My wife confirmed! My second wife confirmed! What's going on here? Alright, this is just... Alright, that tells me nothing about the second DLC pack. That was all cutscenes from the base game. Alright, June 30th. Alright. Hey, my schedule's just been freed up that day. What do we got here?
What did you think? I
Oh,
actually have
okay.
one more
That was
announcement that I'd like to share.
Okay, because yeah, Breath of the Wild came out on Wii U. I actually forgot about that.
Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as Amiibo. The Zora champion, Mipha. The Goron champion, Daruk. The Rito champion,
Falco.
Revali. And the Gerudo champion, Urbosa.
Wife.
You'll be able to use these four Amiibo in the Legend
Why
of
are you
Zelda
shoving that
Breath
up
of the
my
Wild.
wife's ass? I did not give you permission.
Of course, you'll be able to use these in the DLC packs
That is a
you just
sacred
saw, so
space.
please look forward to them.
This changes the game. Travel the world.
Papa
Bring
Reggie
people
can
together.
morph time and space.
Play
I'm
anywhere,
telling you.
with anyone.
Man, they
Video
just...
gaming is a journey
I feel like Metroid
that
Prime
anyone
4
has to
should have
full
been
stop right here in
last.
LA
Or like
during
second
its
to
life.
last. Behind
This
Smash
is
Brothers. Right?
Booths buzz and channels glow, where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition
We got
ignites
6 minutes
right
left.
on Nintendo Switch.
Please, please.
It kicks off later today with the
please,
Splatoon 2 World
please,
Inkling Invitational,
I know
which
about
brings
that.
teams from the
I
Americas,
know about
Europe,
that.
Australia,
I
New Zealand,
know
and
about
Japan
that.
to see whose colorful skills are the best.
Please.
Tomorrow,
Please.
the Pokken Invitational will be held.
I know about that.
You might
please.
recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles.
Please.
Later on Wednesday, we'll see 8 players throw punches
I
in the
know
fun
about
and competitive
that.
game
Please.
ARMS.
I only
which
know
launches
6
later
words
this week.
right now. I know about
4
that.
of our players will be pros.
Please.
And the other 4 will be E3 attendees.
5 words. I
who
lied. I
rise
know
to the
about
top
that. Please.
By battling on the show floor. If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge. No matter where
I'm
you
halfway
are, be
across
sure to
the.
catch
I'm
up with
not even
Nintendo
halfway. I'm
Switch
all the way across the. Yo, Schiller.
All the details and news about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS.
5
now,
minutes
There are a few
left.
more worlds left to visit on our journey
Okay.
before we land in the booth. Let's go.
Okay. Walk over to Final Destination. You can already morph time and space. Fuck! We know about it.
Proud to announce his new Rabbids game,
No.
Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively for the
What did I say before? What did I say before? They were gonna retread shit they already talked about. What did I say before? Look, listen. Yes, Prime 4, bless, but come on.
Untwisted Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. The GameSpot schedule did say it was an hour. The GameSpot schedule was a lie.
And exploration. Mario and his friends will join them in a
I'm scared now. I'm scared. This better not be the last thing. Poke Persona, you motherfucker. I'm holding you to your word. They said they'll reveal more games in the first hour of the Treehouse. Motherfucker, I'm gonna hunt you down if you're wrong. I will fight you. I know where you live. Kanto, right? Rocket League up. We know! We know! Please! Yeah, I got cool. I can put a Mario hat on. That's great. Cool. Awesome. Great. Love it. Gotta have it. Great. Fuck. Oh, man. Oh. Oh.
Everyone here at Psyonix, we're extremely excited to announce that Rocket League.
We got 3 minutes left.
We know that both the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it, complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version.
All right, that's a cool feature, actually. I'll give him that one. That's a cool feature.
Plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer.
Cross-platform. Cross-platform is a thing that other companies really need to start getting on. Because it's like, it sucks. It's like you have to have the same console as your friend to play as them. That is old news. I still didn't see the swing. All I see is more grass. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Either that or it's Fire Emblem, but with dinosaurs. I'd play that game, actually. It's not! You know what? I actually forgot about you. I forgot about you. I actually completely forgot about you for a minute. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Alright. Alright, this is the last game. Fuck, Smash Brothers is probably not happening. Alright, what? This looks good. This looks good. We got Ghost Hat. That's tight. Yo, is this an in-game song? A Mario song with lyrics? Alright, probably. Alright, this is specific. This is like the song for just the trailer. Why? Why can you turn into frog? Why? Oh my lordy. You can turn into enemies. Oh my lordy. Oh my gorb. Gorb. You can turn into all the animals. Fish, Goomba, mariachi player. Mario was dressed as a pimp. Ah, let's go. I'm happy. I'm happy. Football Mario! But can Mario turn into a car? I think he did just there and I wasn't looking. Alright, tank is not car. Mario can turn into Oh my lord. Mario's about to get some bitches. Oh, yo, alright. October 27th. Good shit. Good shit. Damn it, that was it. Alright, look, listen. Real good shit. I will not fault this for no Smash Brothers. Having said that, where is Smash Brothers? Alright, we're gonna stick around for this treehouse thing. Poke Persona, I am holding you. I am holding you hostage until I get what I want. Motherfucker, you have set yourself up. You are going to die.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live
All right.
2017.
We're back for another year. We've got a lot of great game content
Please.
to show you. And a lot of
Smash is
fun
probably
games
not
to play
happening.
as well.
If they were gonna talk about
Let's
Smash
kick
Brothers,
off
I felt like
with
it would have been
Super
there.
Mario Odyssey.
Unless
I
they're
saw the
counting
video
on like a
this
live
Friday.
reveal in front of an audience, like right now. Like it'll be like,
Amazing.
yeah,
And,
woo! But I
gameplay.
don't see it
I'm Sam
happening.
from the Treehouse, joined by my colleagues
I
from the
don't see it
Treehouse,
happening.
Rob,
I
and
feel like
Scott
Metroid
Ryan.
Prime 4
And
was
we have
the
some very
was the
special guests with
bombshell.
us for this
Was
segment. We've
good
got
bombshell.
Games producer Koizumi-san and the game
Good
designer
bombshell.
Koizumi-san. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Definitely.
今日来ていただきありがとうございました。
はい、楽しみにしてました。
But I am a
Folks are probably really excited to get into
greedy
it, but
piece of
before we
shit.
jump in,
I
there were
want
a
more.
lot of really cool reveals in that video, and I think folks are going to be really interested in all the different directions that you're taking this game. But at the core, there's really kind of a driving philosophy that you've got going. I was wondering if you could tell our viewers a little bit more about that.
このゲームの基本的なコンセプトを説明していただけますか。
まず今ビデオを見ていただいてどうでしたか。何か面白かったところありますか。
First, could I just ask you, was there anything you saw in there that particularly surprised you or interested you?
I gotta say, the first
Nah,
time
it
I
all
saw that
sucks.
T-Rex, my heart stopped.
I fell asleep.
So exciting.
あー、よかったです。今回のマリオは、テーマが旅になっていて、別の国に行った時の驚きをすごく強調しています。
So we have a theme of going on a journey in this game, but we're also trying to give the player a lot of surprises, and I think the dinosaur is a really big surprise for most.
I mean,
マリオシリーズって
surprise
マリオ
is a word, yes.
わかりやすさであるとか、可愛らしさ
It's
であるとか
definitely a word.
誰でもわかるような共感というもので、今まで作ってきて、今もこれも入ってるんですけども、今回は特に旅の驚きっていうことをすごく、盛り込みたいので、驚きというテーマを、体験もそうだし、ビジュアルもそうだし、
He's secretly saying,
たくさん詰め込んで
Smash Brothers Nintendo Switch. We don't know. We don't speak Japanese.
Familiar.
And this guy's covering for him. He's like, he didn't say that. He said, Mario's turned into a dinosaur.
でそれを体験するための新しいプレイシステムを、作りましたので、それは本倉さんに説明しております。
So we've come up with some play systems to get that across as well. So it's not just a look and feel, but a play experience also. And I'd like to turn to Mr. Motakura to explain that.
And hey, again, that Mario Odyssey trailer, when like the grass showed up, that looked like such an anime-ass shot. Like, oh, it's gonna be more anime. Boo is fine. But then like Mario shows up on a dinosaur. I'm like, oh, alright. So I'd be like, the game looks beautiful. Oh my lord. It's like the same exact as the last Mario Odyssey trailer. You remember, like you saw the city, and you're like, this is something new, and then Mario shows up. That was the same thing again. They tricked me twice.
Surprise in this game is those power moves. Those always equal
That's some good
surprise,
shit
so
right
you go
there.
around, you know, you throw your head at different things, you control enemies, and you find things that are surprising, and that gives you a power move.
Right on. So let's get into some gameplay. Rob, you're going to take us into New Dunk City.
I am. First,
New
let's take a
Dick
quick look at
City.
Odyssey, for which the game is named. It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons. So you keep needing additional thresholds of them to get onto the next kingdom. And just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat throw. You can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab things for you. There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about a little later on.
And actually, there in that little dialogue box, we saw Cappy.
Oh yeah. Cappy is both the red
They
hat that he's
named
wearing
the
and
cap
also
Cappy.
his native.
I'm gonna
He's a
pre.
white top hat.
Oh, stop it.
And so one other
That
move
worst
that's pretty
game.
cool is
They
the
called the
circular
cap
throw.
Cappy. I'm
Doesn't work
done.
anything.
This game is
But
garbage.
let's get down into the city. And as you saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like
Hello,
turning electricity to
regular
travel
ass
through wires.
humans. Fancy meeting you here.
So how did the capture mechanic come about?
Oh my god.
キャプチャーという仕様を作ったきっかけは何かありましたでしょうか。
そうですね、今作はものすごくいろんな試作っていうものを、してから作っています。
So when we were making this game, what we started out doing was making just a huge amount of different gameplay
Is there a
prototypes.
better way to spend free time than standing in a corner looking at this concrete?
And
Nope.
this capture action was just one of those prototypes.
みんなでアイデアを出し合った中に出てきたんですけども、
Oh
それを
my god, this
そう
looks.
ですね、2、3日ぐらいで作って遊んでみた
I mean,
ら
obviously, it doesn't look exactly like Manhattan, but
すぐゲームは
obviously, this is obviously supposed to be Manhattan.
So you know, it was just one of the ideas that came up, but we worked on it for 2 or 3 days, and it just
Albeit
instantly turned into something
Manhattan
really fun,
with
and we decided,
severely
okay, this
nerfed
should just be
traffic.
the center of this game.
This is not Manhattan
That
traffic.
exploration and
I've seen
experimentation
2
that
taxis.
The Mario games along these lines are so known for when you think about
There
Super
is
Mario
walking
64, Super
room.
Mario Sunshine. here
No
we've
such
got,
thing.
So much stuff that just looks interesting, and you're wondering, okay,
This is
what will
fake.
happen if I
It's
throw
all
this stuff? You
fake.
never really know what's going to happen, so you want to try everything just to see.
何でも試してみたくなる仕様ですね。まあどういう要素がある。
そうですね。いろんなものにこう帽子を投げて試してもらえたらなと思ってます。
Yeah, I definitely hope people, while they're playing this game, they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things.
Whoops, that was a mistake. Right now, normally,
Mario Odyssey.
if you were following the story path of the
Throw
game,
your
you
hat
can
at
talk to
everything.
Mayor Pauline, who wants you to recruit musicians. There's one there.
Mayor
But we're
Pauline.
going to ignore that right now because there's lots and lots of things to do beyond following the main story of the game, like possess rockets and turn into rockets.
Get out of
Mustache.
here.
Actually, that's an interesting note there. So you mentioned Mayor Pauline, and I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the
Lordy.
street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red.
Yeah,
curtains
this is
going
New
on here.
Donk City. All right. You know, suddenly
Some
Pauline
of
as
the
mayor
fun
makes a lot of
stuff.
sense.
A little bit more about this city. It's got some interesting backstory.
やっぱりポリン市長がいて、ニュードンクシティという名前がついてると、なんかもっと何かこの都市について説明していただけますか。
そうですね。
Donkey Kong is the final boss.
ポリンってドンキー
Okay,
コング
Persona.
なんで何
You're
かの
pushing your luck.
関係がありそう
I'm already holding you to one thing.
言えないんですけど。
Don't test fate. I'll find you
Donkey Kong and the name New Donk City.
with a vengeance.
A couple of hints, but we can't
Righteous
get into
fury.
And I like the shirt you're wearing. By
Pretty
the way.
righteous.
Good choice today.
お楽しみに。
So please look forward to hearing more about that.
I gotta take the long way.
Oh, good luck. And this
I think
is
he's getting
interesting here
tired.
Where we see,
I think he's
really
getting tired.
Throughout New Donk City, and I think throughout the world, we've got
Man, what a trooper.
these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping
got
on
a
things, you're
moon.
swinging. Can you tell our viewers a little
We're
bit more
collecting
about
moons?
how you came up with that kind of play mechanic?
Not
in the game?
stars, moons. Too much change. Get it out. Get it all out.
環境のものになんか反応させられる。
Get it all out.
まあどういう風にそういうなんか遊び場っぽい雰囲気を出せるようになんか考え方ありますか。
はい。まずその施策っていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。それをこう配置してステージっていうものを作ります。まず。
So going back to that prototyping process.
So far, the NPCs have nothing of value to add. It's just like passing thoughts.
And then next, what we think about is where.
Hey, Mario just walks by like, oh, my eviction notice came in the mail. Is this?
具体的なものを載せて。
It's like, yeah, but does your eviction notice contain a moon? I need to collect moons. Otherwise, I don't care about your problems.
Real things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするともっとこうしたい
Alright,
と
now
か
jump.
いろん
You
な
know
意
you
見が
want
出てくる
to.
のでそれをさらにそこに
You
上
know
乗
you're
せして
gonna jump.
作っています。
And then
Every Mario player
like different
is
things to
gonna
look like. Oh, maybe we
get
could
to the
do this
top of
a
these
little bit
buildings and
differently.
jump.
Maybe this could actually work like this instead, and then we
Oh,
kind of
do
add
it.
that
Do it,
to
motherfucker.
the
Do it,
process.
motherfucker. Do it. Do it.
先ほどちょっと出たタクシーなんかをジャンプさせるのもスーパーマリオサン
Take
シャイ
the
ン
shot,
で
Mickey.
似たような仕様があったので、そういう
Oh,
とこ
come
ろ
on. No, the camera was angled down.
And
There's
so,
a...
you know, you saw before, you know, we were able to
Oh, my
jump on top
lordy.
of the taxi, and that's something that was sort of in Super Mario Sunshine at times. So
Take
in
the
that
shot.
one, we're also getting
Take the shot, Mario.
Can I quickly interject that?
No, you can't interject. Shut up.
As I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall.
There it is. We finally did it.
That worked.
And Mario doesn't take fall damage.
And
We're in
you
there.
know, when you saw that report from
We're
me,
in
you know,
there.
what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
このマリオはNCR の報告書を書いていたときに、こういうふうにトランペットのバンドマネを到着できますよと書いてましたけ
Oh,
ど、それは
he has a problem. Fuck that. Whee!
はい、それは読んだん
I'm
ですけ
sure
れ
he's
ど
fine.
も読んだんですけれども、今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです。
Yeah, I did read that. I didn't know you were going to be playing that right now.
Man, what was there like a 2012 style catastrophe? Why is there a giant chasm surrounding New York? I was in Manhattan the other day. Maybe the train went past that and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but I don't recall there being giant chasms in New York
But
City.
you know, you found your own way to.
I don't get out a lot, so maybe I'm wrong, but I mean.
Play around with the game and found
on their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario, in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
So this is actually one of the two kingdoms that's going to be playable on the show floor. The show floor, of course, isn't open yet, so we don't have folks playing the game at this moment.
When the
but
show
I'm
floor
really
opens,
looking forward to
we're
talking to
gonna
folks after
have
they've played it.
Smash Brothers.
There's so many different ways to problem solve and find.
They said one of 3 games. Mario.
I'm not even sure if we can find it.
Whatever.
Of course,
Smash
to
Brothers.
Find out how different people approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be.
That's a good one. You're not kicked out of the level every time.
Disincentive.
Bless.
There's lots and lots of cool
That's
stuff.
That's actually a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a very interesting change that adds, I think, to the immersion in the kingdoms. When you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, whenever you got whatever the collectible objective was, depending on the game you were playing, you'd get bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get moved out of the kingdom,
I am sensing speed run potential.
That thing you saw on the horizon, because you can still continue.
Like
no.
That was free. That was the freest jump I've ever seen in my life. What was I saying? I sense a lot of speedrun potential because it seems like they're making this game pretty open-ended. So there's probably going to be a lot of strats that the developers never considered.
It's also worth mentioning that
because you can like turn into enemies. So like, I would imagine there will be some paths you can take that developers didn't consider.
Fashion is very important in this game.
So like, not necessarily glitches, but just like tricks.
Oh no! Well, apparently this is not.
Get this guy out of here.
Yeah. And if you
get this guy out of here.
I'm just looking at the space where we saw other sections of New Dog City, and looking here, I'm just so impressed with the texture work that's been done. And I feel like every time I see a new build of this game, more and more of these textures are just jumping out at me. It's really fun to see in person.
All right, we still only have 3 hit points. All right. In
in
Mario 64, you had like 9 million hit points.
Highlight some especially pretty areas.
You have baby amount of hit point. You have baby. Here you have man amount of hit point.
And
Man.
I want to keep my fingers and toes crossed. Yes.
Thank you.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached.
Yes.
And that's a really fantastic way to play this game. It, of course, supports Pro Controller and other controller options, but you can do so much with the motion controls, and throwing Cappy feels very intuitive.
Yeah. I'm going to switch to a different section of the game where I show the Sand World, which is also playable on the show floor. So give me just a moment here.
No worries.
No, you're
but
not.
I do love that
This
as
is
you're
live.
experimenting,
No time for moments.
On the show floor here, so many of your gestures will affect.
I'm allowed to fuck up streams. You're not.
With the wrist straps attached, you really want to just try moving your arms in different directions. Like, okay, I'm gonna try throwing up. I'm gonna throw down.
Only. You know what? Here. All right. I just
I was
remembered.
really impressed by how
Let's
well
take a
that
look at this real quick.
was put into play.
Just real quick. All right. Let's see.
So here we're in the Sand Kingdom, in the town of Tostadora.
I don't have a way of making X's.
They had a problem now because it's all frozen. Everything is cold for reasons, of course, that Mario
Hi, I'm
will
still here.
eventually solve.
Yeah, actually, if you hang still for a second, we can show his little idle animation.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey, Fire Emblem Warriors info.
The locals here too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around. But
We didn't
by
get ports
himself
for
and really
days. We got one port, Pokken. So I don't know, ports for days.
So let's see here.
Golden Sun 4, you
One
get
thing-
the fuck
one
out of
thing
here.
I did want to show off is, so as we mentioned, there's 2 kinds of coins in this game, and for I believe the first time in the main
I
mainline
don't
Mario
think we
series,
have
you
a
can actually
bingo
buy
yet.
things with
Hold
your
on.
coins. And I wanted to ask the developers how that came up. You know, that currency should be worth currency.
You know, there's a lot of things on this card that actually happen to be true, including where was
So we wanted coins to be used as coins in this game.
wasn't there Metroid on this before? Oh my god. You missed Metroid.
And I think you'll agree. If you go to
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. An announcement that will make the viewers throw so much money at the screen. All right, no, you're right. You're right. That was Metroid. You're right. You're right. All right. So okay, a lot of things on this bingo card actually did turn out to be true, but I don't think we got any bingos. But I mean, hey, I don't care about getting a bingo. I care about the amount of things coming true. So that's fine. We didn't get a bingo, but that's just placement. That's just luck of placement on a bingo card. But a lot of the bingo card itself actually did end up coming true.
And you know they're collectible items, so you can use them to buy.
I do not see Smash happening. If they were going to announce it, they would have done it back there. I don't see them doing it live.
And speaking of shopping,
so
there's still a very small chance, but I don't see it. I think Metroid Prime 4 was their bombshell announcement. Again, good bombshell.
At the door said, maybe I should,
but you're currently watching Smash Master Show, not Metroid Master Show or Prime Master Show or whatever. Smash Master Prime.
You see how adorable Mario looks.
Being adorable, I just love the shopkeeper.
Yeah, and their huge stack of hats.
He's so cute.
Nintendo always has an ace card up their sleeve. Not really all the time. Not all the time.
Now I'm rocking this look.
Again, I told you last year their entire E3 show was one game. Breath of the Wild. That was literally their whole show.
Are the same. You know,
they rode their entire presence on one game.
Kind of hat now.
They don't always got an ace up their sleeve. When they do, it's great. Metroid Prime 4. When they don't, which sometimes happens.
Ooh, snappy and lively.
Snappy and lively. I think the hat is the one.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to this. Mario is dressed up in a sombrero.
All right.
Let's go.
And this is, of course.
Oh yeah, Mario! Bring it up! Bring it the Marachi!
I love all these little moments of surprise where you never really know what's going to happen when you
Why did I want to
into
get
these
in this room?
spaces.
I don't know. I wanted to get in this room so I could play a guitar.
You want to get in, but
Man, you did so good.
Exactly.
Dancing with new friends. Aw. That was a wholesome
We're
moment.
move on to
Bless.
some more traditional 3D Mario gameplay over this direction.
Now that you are terribly well dressed, it's time to go do some exploring.
Yeah. And
And
Bowser's
here's a-
footprints. I must be on the right track.
Uh-oh. The cap is gonna be Navi. Hey, listen! Look at those obvious footprints. Hey,
It is
hey,
possible with the
hey!
but it's much more difficult.
All right, the classic Goomba.
Yeah. And let's just do a big one for that.
Oh my God, Mario is a god. Mario can bend time and space. Tornado hat.
Those Goomba. It's not every single enemy that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's having a good eye and.
Oh, okay. So wait. So it's
experimenting a
not
lot with
every
that.
enemy
There are
is the
shades
special
bigger ones you
ones.
can capture, but I'm not
So what's the distinction between a regular enemy and a special one? Because I
Now,
saw everything from Goombas to dinosaurs. And are you telling me Goombas are special? Nah, they not.
And now I've got to very quickly capture my ride back.
And with bullet bills, you can only capture them for a limited amount of time because at some point they're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little.
All right,
mindful of
I
what you're
figured
doing.
that much.
Yeah, you only get
That
so
would
much time
if
with
bullet
these.
bills were unlimited, that would be broken as fuck.
All right, and then almost to one of my favorite bits in this level.
I thought he was gonna die.
The next bit you're coming up to.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna die.
In my mind, the first time I saw it.
So
It's like, I got the
this place
timing
has these
down.
murals that Look like
Whoops.
they're decorated in this cool old school aesthetic, and I'm just gonna. Go
Are
right
we
on
doing
in.
what I think we're about to do? We're doing what I think we're about to do. Oh, and he still got the costume.
I think we definitely need to hear a little bit more background about why you added this into the game because it's so cool, but it's so unexpected as well. I think.
なんでこのような 2D の8ビットマリオのところも入れたいと思う
Link Between Worlds.
3D の部分は気持ちよく
2015.
比較的多く
No, wait, no. I'm sorry. When did Link Between fuck. Link Between Worlds was
We wanted to make something
20.
that would be, you know, sort of a contrast with the 3D stages.
2013.
2013.
2D の部分はもう少し
Alright, yo.
細かく緊張感のある構成になっています。
You know, the 2D spaces are kind of more confined. They're more precise. You know, it's more like kind of
24. No,
sort of
it wasn't
traditional
2014. 2014 was Smash Brothers, and I know Link Between Worlds came out at least a year before.
But also within the
At
2D
least.
stages, as you can see, we wanted to have a lot of different
I
varieties.
think it was 2013.
もちろんこう
I
昔から
think
の
you're wrong.
ゲームが好きな人にも
I
楽しんで
think
もらえ
you're
る
wrong.
And of course, you know, with the visuals, we're hoping it's something, you know, the people who enjoyed kind of those classic nostalgic games also get a kick out of
That
as
was
well.
free. Come on, my guy.
So one thing I'd love to show off when we're getting out toward the end of this space is just how much the
He's about to die.
music
Come on.
changes when we're transitioning back and forth. Because
Yeah.
I know we've been chatting, maybe it's hard for some folks to hear what's been going on here, but if we just pop in and out of that warp pipe, it's a pretty impressive transition when the music
It is.
changes.
Actually, no, they're right. I can hear it a little bit.
Just start jump off. No.
Yeah.
No,
but you
don't
can
jump
now
off.
see that it's more of a naturalistic instrument. So I'm going to skip
The
ahead.
music kind of got 8-bitty. They were
and,
right. Oh,
show
that's
off
actually a neat
the
touch.
last part of this scenario. Okay, so for that.
Oh, he's getting ready. Oh, he's getting ready.
Wrist straps.
He's
people,
bringing
wrist
out the
straps.
different color. He needs different colors. He's getting ready. He's upgrading the colors of the controller.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning too that we're only covering a tiny bit of what is in this kingdom. There's so much
Yeah,
more
there's-
to do and explore.
Honestly,
just a
I hope
ridiculous
so.
All right, so here we are. This is much later in the level.
You
still got my
showed a
scenario.
lot of Breath of the Wild last year,
Watch these bullet bills transition
and
out of the two
you know surprises are what a Mario game's about too.
break open this wall.
And I need time for
So
Smash
and
Brothers.
Bullet bills as a capture target that you'll see here. When you're trying to target for really precision flying, it's got a little bit of a
I gotta stop saying that.
That's
I gotta stop saying
It's
that.
got a little
Smash
bit of
is
a
not
headlamp, so
happening.
you can
Smash is
kind of
not
use that
happening.
to line yourself up.
It's super handy.
It is not happening.
That's okay, because we get to see this cute little
It is not.
2D to 3D
Yes,
transition.
Metroid Prime 4 happened. Dreams are still real, but Smash is not happening.
All right, you got this.
See, that's the trick. If I keep saying that over and over, when Smash definitely shows up, it'll be even better. I'm a genius.
And with bullet bills, you can also give yourself little speed bursts as well. Shaking the Joy-Con will let you go a little bit further. So it's worth experimenting once you get a feel for the timing of how long a bullet bill will last.
It's kind of like driving a
All right,
car.
it's
you
getting
know,
a
it
little
doesn't have
hot
a
in
brake
here.
pedal.
I'm turning
You
the
can go
air
faster.
conditioning on.
You can steer.
It shouldn't make that much noise, but let me know if it's too loud. It's getting a little hot in this room. I think.
All right,
What's
so
the
up here
temperature
we're about
today?
to
The
confront
temperature
one of the
today
portals,
is.
And folks may have seen them in our original teaser trailer for this game.
Temperature today.
They are an evil wedding
is
planning firm. And I'd love to hear
90
more from
degrees.
the developers
Air
about
conditioning. Hi, how are
how they
you?
came to be
Fuck
and which
the
of them
audio.
are
I don't give a
bullets.
fuck what you guys think. I like living. Living is great. Personally, living is quite underrated. I gotta say.
そうですね。
Rapids!
彼らは
They're back!
クッパに、雇われて
Rapids are back! Oh no. Damn it, they're gonna draw Rule 34 of this one too. Someone is drawing it right now. Oh my god.
They're in charge of making sure his wedding goes off without a hitch.
なので結構仕事をきっちりするタイプですね。
They're very serious about their work.
Respect that.
Their work ethic is admirable.
Princess Peach Viking Alien Bunny.
真ん中にいるちょっと背の低い同じような帽子をかぶったような
Interesting
キャラクタ
concept
ー
for a
がいるんで
boss.
すけれども、それがリーダーなので僕はそのトッパーというキャラクターがお気に入りです。
And you know, my favorite is Topper, the kind of shorter one who has that green top hat.
Yeah,
on.
guy in green. Yeah.
Yeah, Topper.
How about you, Kozumi-san? Do you have a favorite?
あ、そうですね。ちょっと
I want to check Twitter real quick. I want to see how many people are bitching about no Smash Brothers, even though they've already gotten Metroid, baby!
結構凶暴なんで。
Is anyone bitching about Smash Brothers? I want to check real quick.
面白いなと。
This is really good timing because the character I like the most is the one you're fighting right now.
I don't
She
see
has
anything
this
yet.
great contrast
Alright.
between her cute appearance and like how devilish she is. She's sort of like the tricky little sister of the group here.
Her attacks are really fun to watch as well, especially
Alright,
when she
wait
starts
here.
flying around.
Wait, check
And
out
it's worth
this one.
mentioning, you
Hold
fight
on.
each of the Brutals a few times, but their tactics get more and more intense and
I'm gonna
dangerous.
switch for 1 second. Alright, look at this one. This one right here.
But I'll be honest, having planned a wedding last year,
Smash
I
4
would take the
announcement
point
at
of
E3
evil
was this
wedding
close to
planner.
happening.
Yeah, I
Bunny
mean, any
monsters.
evil help is better than no help.
And they're very dedicated to
Alright,
their
I'm
work.
sorry,
they're
we're gonna go
willing to
back.
fight your enemies
Alright,
for
we're
you.
back, we're
That's-
back. I had to show you that one. That was funny. That was funny.
There
I'm
we go.
retweeting that one.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
あ、かわいそう。
Sorry, Harriet.
Now she'll be back. All right, so that's a grand moon worth 3 power moons.
And there
A
was
grand
his natural
moon.
state as
Yep,
well.
there he is, celebrating with Mario.
You know it's grand because there's 3 of them.
All right, so that's what we have for gameplay for right now. But
Yeah,
we did
we're
have
catching
one
too
more
much
little
else.
feature, I believe.
Yes, we've got
Feature.
some new goodies that have turned up here on stage.
Oh wait, no,
with us.
I know what
So
they're gonna do.
These are the amiibo for the
Yeah,
game. We've got,
all right. I have to go to the
Princess
bathroom. I'll be
Bowser
right back.
And Mario in their wedding outfits, and I just need to ask you guys about the development process for these because the detail of the sculpting is incredible. It must have been a very interesting process getting these to the state they're in here.
このアミーバはすごいなんか細かい作り方になってるようですので、それについてちょっと説明していただけますか。
はい、ヒロインであるピーチ姫をより可愛く魅力的に作っています。
So first of all, we've got our heroine Peach, and we wanted to make sure that she just looked, absolutely stunning.
あとクッパとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアルとしてデザインしています。
And then from there, we have Mario and Bowser as well. And we had to make sure that in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out.
They got to keep up.
Yeah, they got to keep up. Yeah.
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせて物語性を持たせているのが特徴なんです。
And another characteristic of these is that the posing is very kind of directly linked with the story and what's going to be happening in the game.
Yeah, Mario's got kind of a humble bow thing going, and Bowser's kind of looking like I own the world.
I think Bowser looks pretty dapper here, though.
Yeah.
But it is really amazing. I don't know how close we can get the camera here. We got a better look here.
They're
but,
still on
in
it?
person, the texture, where some of them have almost like
Why?
a paralyzed kind of texture, and there's a lot of subtlety with the different kinds of fabric. You can
Either
really
the
see,
screen
a
froze or
lot
they're
of
still
nuance
talking
in
about
these,
these fucking things.
Amiibo. I'm really looking forward to people seeing them in person.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And I wonder, at this point, is there
Nope,
anything
they're
you can
talking.
say about
Oh my god, were they on the same shot this whole time? Oh my, probably not, but I wouldn't put it past them. All right, I'm giving my ears a break for a second.
コスチュームを手に入れる
I'm
ことが
giving my
できたり、あとはゲームの中でのお助け機能として活用することができます。
So
Yeah,
you'll be able to
they
use
showed
the
off
amiibo
Smash
to
Brothers
get,
while you were,
costumes
yeah,
within the game, and then
yeah.
they'll also have
Man,
kind of
that was a pretty quick Smash Brothers trailer, man.
And we do have existing amiibo that are supported as well. I think we'll be talking more about that.
I peed for 20 seconds and they were talking about Smash Brothers. Yeah, okay, cool.
Right now,
Right now, we'll be showing more of this game later on.
Yes, we'll
Man,
definitely
great
see more, of
games.
course. But Motokura-san,
Look at all these
thank you again
games.
so much for joining us here and
Are they
sharing
still
some
fucking
insight about the
oh my god,
development
hold on.
process of the game.
今日来ていただきありがとうございました。
Okay, at least they're not talking
And,
about
thanks for
the
watching. Thank you
amiibo.
so much for joining us. We're going to be back in a few seconds here with our next segment, so please don't go anywhere.
Poke Persona. You've got another 40 minutes. You said they were gonna show new. I'm 40 minutes. Find the nearest country to flee to. Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh! Hey! Hey! Alright, this might actually be an in-game song. This might be an in-game song. A Mario song with lyrics. That's new. It is new. I don't know why I said that sarcastically. Sounds like Skullgirls soundtrack. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a showtime! Yahoo! Oh yeah! Mamma mia! Can anybody stop this fighting machine? I think Mario will finally get married in this game. No, listen, dude. That would be Mario canon. Since when does Mario have canon? Except for Shigeru Miyamoto being Bowser Jr.'s mom. I'm holding him to that one. Alright, so can't wait for the 7,000 covers of this to come out on YouTube this week. I mean that half sarcastically and half not sarcastically. I will listen to a few of them. Probably. I'm looking for something real quick. Hold on. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I think it's down there. I don't know. My room is a maze. Okay, well, that's a gag I can't do. I was looking for the Smash Wii U case, and I was gonna caress it gently, but now I can't do that bit. Where'd I put it? It's probably downstairs. It's probably downstairs, but I don't wanna leave my room. My room has air conditioning, and outside of my room is 90 degrees. Where's the game? Give me the game. Yada ba ba da ba 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 ba. Amiibo, front and center. Front and center. Ugh. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna just leave this up. I'll be back when they're back. I'm just gonna, you know, dick around on Twitter for a few minutes until they come back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3.
God damn it! Of course! I knew it! Shit,
Reggie, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great.
He's feeling great.
Spotlight
because he's about to announce...
direct to the point. The reaction by the fans has been fantastic. I mean, certainly Super Mario Odyssey and what we showed from that. The little snippet of Metroid Prime 4 had the fans.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a snippet. It was literally just the logo.
And, you know,
so
just,
I'm not...
It continues our overall message of how we approach E3 and what it is that we're trying to do. For us, it's all about showcasing content, typically content that's not my
version of the word snippet, but hey, whatever.
And then we also showed a couple little snippets of things that are coming a little bit further along. But so far the reaction has been fantastic, and it just continues, right? And that's why we're here on Treehouse Live, a little bit more in-depth view of the games, and so far so good.
Right on. I know we're kind of in the calm before the storm right now. The floor still isn't open, so we can actually still see.
This, can I have the storm? That was a pretty good storm, but can we have like a storm with some casualties thrown in? That kind of storm. Let's bring in the storm.
Booth design and the look.
Wow, this looks good.
NOA perspective as well as with the headquarter team.
I know where the Smash port budget went. It went towards the set. There it is. I found the budget.
Over with Breath of the Wild. This year, it's all about New Donk City and creating an environment for consumers to really go deep into the game.
He didn't even stop. He just kept going. We take our players to New Donk City. He didn't even do a double take. He's so serious right now. How do you say New Donk City like that?
It's a great booth, and as you say, this is the calm.
I remember the night I first met her. She was beautiful. Her hair blowing in the wind. She had
And
the
typically
most
when the
expensive
doors open,
perfume
it's like
on,
the running
but
of
for
the
her,
bulls, and they all
it
come
was worth it.
crashing into our booth. So it's going to be fantastic.
We were on the balcony
I remember last year
of the
we were on
highest
ground
building
floor and you could actually feel the rumble
in
in
New
the ground.
Donk City, and that's when I knew it was love at first
It's
sight.
going to be
Like,
exciting.
just
Again, you know, for us, the spotlight was a focus on Nintendo Switch games. What people don't understand is that as we construct our
what
overall
people don't
presence
understand.
at E3, we're
You're
very
about to get
thoughtful
schooled.
around what's the best way to show content, and so Nintendo 3DS is going to play a key role here on Treehouse Live. We've got content that we'll be showing today. We've got content that we'll be showing really throughout the 3 days that we're here. And it's important that the fans at home and our consumers understand that Nintendo 3DS is still a vibrant part of our business. Obviously, with Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon
Computer
Ultra
crashed.
Moon that was
You
announced
missed
last week,
Reggie
that's gonna be a
saying New
fantastic
Donk City and
holiday
not
driver for
blinking
us.
an eye.
We've
That's
got
about
other
it.
Great games coming, and you know what people don't realize is that Nintendo 3DS was the only platform that grew last year in 2016 versus 2015. The only one.
That's pretty impressive.
And we've sold 66 million.
All right, I'm proud of
globally
you.
Of Nintendo
I'm
3DS.
I'm
Again,
proud
more
of
than
you.
any other platform.
I'm
this
proud of
generation.
you.
People
Show
don't know
me
that.
games.
I've got my handy dandy.
Technically,
new,
the conference itself
2DS
is
XL
over.
and obviously in continuing to showcase new hardware.
Like they're allowed to, they're allowed to talk however long they want.
Now we've got this adorable little member to add to it as well.
But Poke Persona's got 30 more minutes before I kill him.
And it really showcases great. I'm playing Miitopia, right? One of the fun things about my job is I get to play the games early. I'm playing Miitopia. I've got Mii's of Mr. Aonuma, Mr. Miyamoto,
don't show me
Mr.
Miitopia.
Koizumi is in there.
Don't
and of
show me
course I had to
Miitopia.
have Bill as the Dark Lord, right? So,
you know what? I take it back. Talk about Dark Lord Bill.
My
Talk about Dark
3DS
Lord Bill.
XL, and
You're
it's,
only allowed to talk about Miitopia if you talk about Dark Lord Bill. Any
I
other
do this because I have to
factor?
do this.
You know,
I don't want to hear about
so
it.
A funny story is I'm playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and putting in a lot of hours in that. I've got my family saying, so, you know, you're doing this just for E3, right? You're doing this because you have to be able to show off and tell people you finished the game, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, I'm doing it because I enjoy it and I want to do it. And so it's
Yeah,
it's
fuckers.
I don't know, using the work excuse might be a good way to get out of chores. You're
Oh,
like, sorry, honey, I have to do this. I
Yeah.
have to keep playing this
No,
game.
it doesn't work that way.
Honey, the dog can pee later. I'm looking for Koroks. Can the dog sniff out Koroks? I don't think so.
We probably should touch a little bit on the tournament activity we've going on, because right below us, there's a
Yeah,
pretty
Pokken
boss
Tournament,
stage that has been-
Splatoon 2, ARMS,
Well,
Smash,
absolutely. And again, the tournament activity is a key part of
Smash,
what we're doing here at E3. 3 different
Smash,
tournaments.
Smash, Smash.
2 later on today. Then we've got Pokken Tournament DX.
We need a jar. We need a jar that I put a quarter into every time I say Smash Brothers.
But that game is going to really show well.
And then all the quarters that I accumulate, I send it over to the
And
orphans.
for us, you know, supporting the
Well,
tournament
sorry,
community
orphans.
and-
You're not getting a cent out of me. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha, I win again, orphans.
It's really important to us. So we're very excited to see how the three tournaments play here. At
You're not getting my coins. Dark Lord Bill's getting my
And
coins.
especially watching high-level competitive players get into the real meat on the bones of that game, and there's such a level of nuance to the strategy and the actual technical ability that I've watched a few folks where they're maybe pro Smash players or pro players for another series, so they really are used to getting into the nitty-gritty and into the weeds of the mechanics, and you'll just see their eyes light up as they start playing ARMS. It's, oh, I'm getting this.
I
This has
got
some-
nothing to say right
some
now.
interesting depth and
I'm
flexibility
taking
to
up
it.
screen space.
And I mean, even within the office, watching who's been picking which characters are mains and how we're gradually sort of growing as players as we're duking it out against one another. But it's been a real fun ride.
It's going to be exciting.
I
I'm
want
really
to take
excited
another
to see
break, but
how
I know as
the,
soon as I
how
do,
the
they'll be
players
like,
can
"Oh,
showcase that game,
Schwing."
how they showcase Pokken Tournament.
I didn't
as
say
well.
it.
I saw a little bit of the
Schwing doesn't
pre-gaming
count.
Going on.
I
It's
never
gonna
said
be
that.
fantastic. So it's going
Orphans.
to be very exciting for
The
us.
swing doesn't count, orphans.
So, what else are you thinking as far as some must-see titles that we got going on here? We've got a lot to cover.
Well,
All right.
We've got a lot. I mean, you know, again.
I'll
everything that we have
I'll
on
let
the
them
floor
talk for a
here
little
is
while.
showcasing
I'll keep the
and showing
stream
off
running
fantastically well.
until
I'm pleased to
something
see
comes
the
up on
third-party
screen
support.
that
We've
I
got
can actually
Rabbids
talk
on,
over and pretend to be
on
funny.
our show floor. Ubisoft obviously
So
has that
everyone,
game,
remind
in their
Poke
area.
Persona,
That is really fun.
his minutes
I've
are
been able to
numbered.
get my hands on that
He's
game
got
and
25
really
minutes to
play.
live.
So it's going to be very exciting.
So
we've got.
I'll be
Fire
back
Emblem
as soon as
Warriors
they
here
hopefully put something on
our
screen.
Booth. That game is showcasing really everything we have shows so well, and I'm really thrilled to see what we're doing with third party as well.
And if we can jump to this, I think on this subject of cool titles, you've actually got something, a surprise for us, maybe?
I have a nice little surprise, right? And
Do
I
you?
Said, when I was with Keeley, that literally within the first hour of Treehouse Live, we would be breaking news, and that is what Treehouse Live
Please?
is doing all through the next 3 days.
Please?
We have some news. We have a world premiere of a new game. This is a Nintendo 3DS game that'll be launching later on this year. We're going to play for you the video for this new game, and then Teresa's going to demo it, and we've got the developers who are going to come talk about it as well. World premiere game announcement on Nintendo 3DS.
Ah! 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 Metroid Federation Force 2! Confirmed, baby, yeah! Metroid Prime Federation Force 2! Actually, no, this actually looks like... Oh, hold up. Do I smell a remake of some kind? Hold on one second. Oh my god. The part of my chair just broke off. Oh my god. Oh, what is in this? I'm sorry, Metroid. Hi, how you doing? I broke my chair. In my seething rage. In my righteous fury. Oh my god, my chair's broken. Or not. The handle itself is fine. It's just the seat. I'm sorry. The chair distracted me. Metroid Samus Returns. So it's a remake, I guess. Cause it was a 2D style. So I'm guessing remake. It's either yeah. Okay. It's a remake of some kind. Can I get this back in here, please?
Well, surprise.
Yes, I am so excited to actually talk about this.
So, hold on one second. We got 2 Metroid games. What?
I'm Audrey.
I didn't even know Metroid could count to 2 recently.
We have Sakamoto-san.
They have counted to 3 before, something Valve doesn't do. Obligatory Valve joke.
Joining us today. And as we just saw, we're going to take a look at Metroid Samus Returns.
That's
so
right.
you waited long enough. Let's jump right into it.
I'm waiting long enough for something else,
so
but I
for
mean,
the people at home
hey.
that aren't familiar with the Metroid franchise, this is Nintendo's premier exploration-based sci-fi action game. It features Samus Aran, who's a renowned bounty hunter.
I was about to say, why is it on 3DS? But you know what? We're getting Prime 4 on Switch. Fair enough.
She's the best at what she does.
Oh yeah.
Again, I really,
super cool.
I personally think they need to start letting the 3DS die. Start, not completely. Stop altogether. But they gotta focus on the Switch, which so far they did.
It's beautiful. It's
a little bit shiny.
But it's like now you're bringing Metroid to 3DS. That doesn't sound like letting it die to me.
Discovery and exploration.
But whatever.
There's intense boss battles and there's so many pathways to discover, and you can take your time through it. And
this is classic 2D Metroid to a T. It's got the isolation, the exploration, and of course Samus just generally being amazing.
Yeah, and the great thing about this being on the 3DS is that there's so much detail in the background, and
is that why they DMCA'd
with the 3D feature on
AM2R? No,
right
they DMCA'd it because
really
Nintendo hates fan games.
Yeah, it sounds cheesy, but it adds a lot.
They're like, shit, the fans are making better games than we are.
Oh, and
kill, crush, kill, destroy.
So, in the past, Samus was able to aim at 45-degree angles, but now she has this full range of motion, which
this
allows
layout
for
is
here.
terrible. Can you expand the screen
really
a little bit?
Especially as you get
Can you do what Twitch streamers do with their layouts of 3DS games? It's not that hard. We don't need to see
So the free aim.
a fake 3DS. We don't need to.
So the free aim here is also really
I'm gonna-
cool here, where when
I'm gonna
I'm
just
actually
enlarge it
moving
a bit because the screen is
and
really
I actually
fucking.
have an enemy on site. And
Hi,
target,
I'm still here. Hi.
The Q will audio.
Oh, yeah, I got a
will
better idea.
change,
Hold
and
on.
Also that it will highlight in red.
Hold on.
So again, it allows for a little bit more precision here.
Yeah, it's still up to you to aim precisely, but that nice visual indicator is just.
I'm trying to make the
very
screen bigger.
helpful.
There we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Samus here has her very basic abilities, and
There we are.
So as I keep
I did it.
exploring and seeing
I did
new
it.
environments, I'll hopefully gather new abilities to upgrade my suit. So this is another new ability that Samus has in this game, and it's a melee counter. And if I time it appropriately and immediately shoot, I do a critical hit on the enemy. But in the circumstance that I don't immediately shoot, I have some time to actually just shoot from afar and give myself a little bit more leeway to not get hit.
The melee counter.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing right now. This is Metroid.
Because this game gets challenging.
Good shit.
It's very, very difficult. And
I wanted to see Prime 4 a little more, but I mean, just the fact that it exists, I'm good. But
the challenges you encountered while developing this game.
このタイトルを開発中に
I think this was being developed before the Switch, so that's probably why. Yeah, probably. Like, I'm not saying like why aren't they showing us Prime 4? Because it's not ready. Don't show us something until it's ready to be presented. Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I don't know if you qualify it as a big challenge, but something that we face whenever we're working on it on something like this with an established style of gameplay. It's adding, what sort of new elements can we add to something that again is established and has had some success in the past.
特に今までのシリーズファンの方々が満足していただけて、それでいて刺激的というものを追加するのは非常に難易度が高い。
Here's the part where Samus grabs the orb and starts talking about babies. Right? That part's coming up, right?
Add a lot of excitement and
this
at the
morph
same
ball
time
reminds me
make
of the baby.
Fans of the franchise, happy and satisfied.
でも今回のサムスリターンズではうまくいきました。
But I think this time with Samus Returns, I think we've done a really good job.
なぜかというと、私は非常に素晴らしいパートナーに巡り会えたからですね。
And why is that? It's because we found this really amazing
Yeah, okay.
partner to work with.
The chat still hasn't given me a concrete answer, and I don't think these guys have either. Is this a remake? Or is it a brand new game? Because Samus Returns kind of implies it's, if not a strict remake, they're definitely trying to replicate the gameplay of a specific entry. What entry that is, I'm not 100% sure on. Like, it's 2D, so it's obviously got to be a 2D Metroid, obviously. Nintendo is saying a new adventure and not a remake. Alright, fair enough.
Is a little different from the original game.
Yeah, it definitely.
But they just said original game. So what are? So what are we doing?
In the past, this
they just said, "Oh, it looks different than in the original game." So what's the original game? What is this a remake of? What?
Go down there, and I want to, and I can't
Tell
really
me.
interact with this right now, so I'm gonna keep on moving forward and see.
And that's the nature of this game, is you'll come across areas that you just can't survive in yet, you just can't get past, and you'll have to acquire new tools and abilities to be able to keep exploring and keep pushing forward.
Exactly. So since I couldn't go through the door, I went up and around it. So I'm going to keep on moving forward, and this is also
it may be a reimagining, like Oddworld New and Tasty or Ratchet and Clank.
These are Aeon
maybe?
abilities. Aeon is a very mystical.
I guess that's the only other thing I can think of.
Source. And they actually give abilities to Samus that are very different from the technical upgrades that she gets for her suit.
That was a cool
little
thing.
thing.
We look like we're in Egypt right now.
And what
you got the Pharaoh fuckers back there.
I should remind people that the Aeon
Assassin's Creed Origins, Metroid DLC.
You can't just spam them
Confirmed.
whenever you want to. And so they'll have their own energy, and you'll have to gather. Power,
I mean, again, the screen is very small. That's probably not what. Like, you look at them more, it's like, oh, those are clearly not Egyptian statues. But I just.
Scan pulse.
Yeah,
I'm going with the screen that I got, and the screen that I got is super fucking small. So I'm trying. My eyes aren't what they used to be.
But if I use the scan pulse.
Yeah. Okay. Now that I look at it a little more, not as much.
And also on the upper screen, it'll show these blocks that I can easily break. So now I know that, oh, there was an actual hidden path there. So.
And normally you
know,
just have to
Samus
shoot
is
everywhere to try and
Samus
find breakable blocks, and you can still
going
do it
treasure
that way
hunting.
if you want to. But if you have
Samus
the,
has to
Aeon
steal the
to pull it
Declaration
off,
of
the
Independence.
Sandals is also very, very helpful.
Yeah, keep in mind though that not everything can be easily broken with your laser. So you know that's kind of some ammo that you'd have to waste, and it's nice to actually have the Aeon ability to strategize about which one.
As Samus's Creed, that's a stretch. That's that is the stretchiest stretch I've ever stretched in my stretch.
Absolutely, and throughout her long career, Samus has had a lot of unique abilities at her disposal, and as we've seen already, this game adds even more. So, Jose, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the process you guys went through of adding new abilities like the melee counter or the Aeon abilities.
Yes, well, from the beginning, Sakamoto-san wanted me and Christine to challenge ourselves to bring new ideas
trailer
to the
shot.
series. So we were given freedom to prototype a lot of different ideas and mechanics and see which ones would better fit within the Metroid universe. And once these ideas and mechanics were discovered, it was just a matter of iterating and polishing the design.
Oh, wonderful. They really add a lot to the experience, so good work.
Yes, they do.
Good work. Cookies for everybody.
I'm a little bit low, so I'm just gonna take that.
You always want to take advantage of those energy stations. Every little bit of health matters.
Yeah, for sure. You'll notice that a beeping started. That's actually
now
my
playing
detector, and it's telling me that there is a
AM2R.
Metroid nearby.
That's what it says down
Again,
there,
for
but it's
people
cut
that
off. We
don't
can't
really
see it.
know what Metroids are. They're an alien species that they're pretty dangerous, and they suck up the life form of any alien species in order to survive.
Yeah, you don't want to hug a Metroid necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
I do.
Another thing I want to showcase here is actually the mapping
The risks
system
are
that
worth
this
it.
game has. So now that, in case I'm not able to
The
go
new
to
Yoshi
Gridwar
game
because I
isn't
don't
Yarn
have the
Yoshi.
ability to unlock it,
which happens a lot.
Yes.
The new Yoshi game isn't Yarn Yoshi. Yoshi is Yarn, but it's not Yarn Yoshi. What?
My note for myself that I want to revisit this later once I grab an ability.
Boy.
Maybe I can try it later.
And as you mentioned, this game is so
Here's
much
a
about
Paper Mario
exploration
game. Mario
and
looks like
trying to
paper,
find
but it's
every
not Paper
square
Mario.
inch of the map to find all of the many hidden secrets. So this pin system is actually very, very useful.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting close, but I'm gonna go investigate this area.
I'm getting close to. Oh.
So keep searching.
So I don't know. This looks good.
It's getting closer because the beeping is getting.
I'm more familiar with 3D Metroids than I am 2D Metroids, so I'm not sure how to compare this to the past 2D Metroid games.
Yeah. But see, there was an example where I kind of knew already that this pass was there,
But what do you guys think? How do you guys think this looks? I think it looks good.
There's another save
But there's gonna be that
station.
one guy there like,
See, there we go. Sam Pulse told me that
her suit
that block
isn't
is
yellow
breakable,
enough.
but I can't shoot
Do you
it,
remember
so
when
I'm gonna
people
try
yelled at
this one
Sonic
instead.
because
Go
his
for it.
eyes were a different color for one game? Do you remember that? People were like boycott Sonic whatever because his eyes were a different color? You remember that?
Oh, it's a little friend.
Some people are just like that, so I don't know.
We're actually not fighting him. We're actually fighting his first evolution. And this is known the Alpha Metroid.
He looks twice as friendly as a regular Metroid.
So if I time it correctly, I can actually melee counter him, and it gives me an advantage to actually hit him.
So I'm
for
guessing
more
we're shooting the
damage.
obvious glowy
You'll also
spot
see
and
that
not
he'll
the
drop these
hard
little
shell.
sparks. If I actually hit those sparks, I'll get more replenished.
This just in. Critical update. Poke Persona has 10 minutes to live.
I could always go around him and try to shoot
He
those
said an hour. I'm keeping him to an hour.
Nice melee countering. And I'll say, I don't know how well the home audience can hear this, but the sound effects in this game are incredible. The music, the atmospheric sounds are just really great. So, Sakamoto-san, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what went into the development of the soundtrack for this game.
I pushed buttons on a keyboard and I made magic. Next question.
はい今回のサムスリターンズでは、スーパーメ
Yeah.
トロイドの時の
This is a new game.
コンポーザーが2人
But it's not the new game I wanted.
And I demand satisfaction. I am the world's #1 Nintendo
それ以
fan.
降のメトロイドシリーズ
No, I'm not.
の音楽をずっと担当してますのでもう僕が何も言わなくてももう
No, I recall it being more than one person for the Sonic's Eyes thing. I recall it being more than one guy. I'm probably over-exaggerating the number a little bit. It wasn't like all Sonic fans. I never said that, but it was... I recall it being more than one guy. And really, a lot of Sonic fans get mad about a lot of other stupid shit anyway. So, yeah.
See what happens now.
It was because his arms were blue. No, that was another one. That was another one.
So in the original Metroid,
that was another instance. There was a separate instance of his eyes, though. Why are we talking about... Hi, guys. I'm gonna hijack your Metroid game real quick. Whoa! Samus, you're not going fast enough. Quick, morph into a ball and roll fast. Whoa!
DNA that you had just gathered from the Metroid you just killed. It will enter into this game.
This doesn't look like Mobius.
Reduce this
hey, Tails!
That was killing me before, and now I'm able to get to the next area.
Hey, Tails, can you turn into a ball? No, you're worthless. You're dead to me, Tails. Whoa.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna go to a
That's my Sonic impression. Did you like it? Man, good Metroid game. We're talking about Sonic.
We've gotten a glimpse of it a
no,
little bit,
it looks
but
good.
The 3DS
it looks,
hardware really goes a long way in bringing this world to life.
Are they cutting back because we're done? I don't want to adjust the screen until I know we're done.
Sakamoto-san, could you speak a little?
See, exactly. There you go. Exactly.
Used the 3DS tech to bring this world to life and really reimagine it.
3DS 技術が没入感、雰囲気、まあそれ上にこの未知の惑星サムスの一人の孤独感をより高めていると思いますが、3DS 用にどういうふうにその
roll your ball gently up the wall. Smash won't be here at all. I got it. I brought that one back. I didn't have lyrics for a second, and then wait. Oh fuck, the orphans! I said the word. I have to put the money into the jar for the orphans now. Oh darn. All right. I don't have a jar, but I have an empty Coke Zero can. And
yeah, I mean, I do think that with this title, of course, with Samus,
hold on. I think I have change over here. All right, here we are. First quarter, orphans.
Build the world that we're exploring.
It didn't go in. Hold on. First quarter.
Talk a little bit about some
First.
more technical aspects.
Yes, it was very clear to us from the beginning that if we wanted to convey to the player the greatness of the
set that aside.
Planet and the past glory of the Joso civilization, we had to provide a big sense of scale thanks to the depth given by the 3DS capabilities. So we wanted to reflect this from early on in the development process, this scale, through the initial concept parts.
Thank you so much.
I mean, yeah, hey, I got nothing more to add. This looks good. Again, I'm not big on 2D Metroid. I'm more familiar with 3D. So again, I can't comment too much on like, oh, this is similar to that, or this is like that, or blah 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 blah.
I'm stuck here until he gives me leave.
And now's not the time to
But
play
dude,
with it.
two Metroid games. Is this
Is
gonna be like Fire Emblem?
That's right.
Where it's like Fire Emblem is like on everything. It's like on 3DS, on Switch, on phone, on microwave. You can play Fire Emblem on Game & Watch. That's right. We bought the Game & Watch back just for Fire Emblem. So is Metroid gonna start doing that now? Is Metroid gonna go down the Fire Emblem path? Metroid is gonna go down the Fire Emblem path, and then everyone's gonna start complaining, too much Metroid, when we never got Metroid. Remember when everyone was like, oh, we never get Fire Emblem? Now everyone's like, ew, all we get is Fire Emblem. So now if Metroid does that, we're gonna go from Metroid's dead to can Metroid die? Gamers are never happy. If there's not enough of it, they want it. If they get it, they don't want it.
Also to be the same in our game, and they suffer a massive overhaul.
I don't like people. People suck.
And also we wanted to clearly show the transition in the life font from one Metroid to another.
People are stupid.
That is very clearly reflected in the movements, behaviors, and attacks.
Thank you.
Did you ever play Other M? I've played enough.
So I could actually take the Spider Ball, and the Spider Ball is actually an
I've played enough.
Very
That's where I'll leave that.
But I'm actually actually gonna do a very hard.
Oh, yo, we got melee moves.
Very good right now. I swear
She
I'm
can
practicing.
edge guard with the best of them.
The bomb jump.
Oh no! All right, last
Metroid
try.
fans have spent hours.
Guys, look,
trying to
Super
get
Smash Bros. Melee is here. Fuck the orphans. Wait, no.
As you're trying to work your way
I was talking about Melee, not the other one. Doesn't count. I said the word, but it was in regards to something else. Ha! Take that, poor people.
Respect as much as possible the original layout of the original game because it has such a distinct structure within the Metroid series. And well, we wanted to have a lot of new series.
And Samus breaks everyone in their body and dies.
And we added lots of sections.
Yeah, where's the wave dash?
Because we wanted to
Where's
accommodate
that
all of our
one?
gameplay needs. And also, we wanted the game to be more, the exploration to be more dynamic and diverse than in the original game. Introducing
5
some
minutes
classic
to
abilities
live.
from games in the series, but
Beep,
that
beep,
present in
beep.
the original
Warning,
game.
warning.
And also, we added some special abilities that are
Orders to kill.
So
Fire
the
on
question
sight.
of
Or, I'm
course,
sorry,
realize some
ready to
of the
fire. Not
responsibilities
fire
that
on sight. We got 5 minutes.
for players to actively figure
Beep,
out
beep.
the way forward in new ways.
Actually, before I take this,
We're just gonna rush out on stage. Like, someone's life depends on this. 20 seconds. Smash.
It's a teleport station.
Smash.
This actually helps a lot with the mobility of the game, where instead of backtracking all the way,
It's
to
a new IP.
you can
Smash.
actually use the teleport to quickly jump into a new area, and this actually really helps when you're trying to gather some items that you weren't able to in the past, or explore new pathways that you weren't able to before. I'm not gonna take it right now. I'm actually gonna go back and take this elevator to a new area.
But you're right, it's such a huge addition to the game.
Use the
being able to
elevator.
more quickly
Yes.
get to the areas you've already been to and find all those juicy secrets. you
Take
weren't
me
able
to
see that
Evo, baby.
before.
Well, because like
This elevator
gathering
goes
all
to
these
Evo.
items, it actually rewards you in the end, because it does get more difficult
really
as
hard.
you further get into the planet, and the baddies do get really hard. So you definitely want to get all those upgrades and the items, and it rewards you. But you can also choose not to if you want a challenge. So I've visited previous.
Yeah, again, I
labyrinths
still
before, so
have
know
nothing
that
to
this
say.
red door
Looks
looks
good.
a little
I
bit
can't.
dangerous, but I'm gonna
My
go in
my
anyway,
3D.
just
Speaking
to
of dead
show
things,
Yeah,
Metroid's
that
no
hurts.
longer
Yeah, I
dead,
don't
but
want
my
that.
3DS is. I haven't touched that thing in forever.
I'm gonna actually use the scan pulse
This
because I see
isn't
there's
enough to
something
bring me
up
back,
there, and I'm
but
pretty
hey,
sure there's a
great
pathway, but just to make
for
sure
Metroid fans.
Aeon Energy might as
Until
well.
the game comes out and they're like, Samus's eyes are
I
yellow.
love how if you had
Even
just
though we don't
shot
even see
up
her
above
eyes.
you, it would've
You'll
looked like there wasn't
you'll
anything
get the
right.
ending
Yeah.
where Samus takes off her armor and like her eyes for
I
one
have
image will be
gotten
different
lost
color. Everyone's
more
gonna.
than once.
Man, I just don't give credit to
Here's
people at
another
all,
secret
do I?
area.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love this.
And Samus finally
This feels
ascends.
really good. Really epic.
Transcends. Oh
How
baby.
vibrant the colors are. It's just this world is so Metroid, so beautiful.
Very soon.
And it's just, again, it's really cool when the 3D feature is on, because you get to
See, like as I
all the
told you,
stuff that
Jesus
happens in
is
the
here. I told
background.
you.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go in here.
You know, Samus has her classic suits.
Yeah, her various suit. So I can't
All right,
go
I have to
here,
go to the
so
bathroom real
let's try
quick.
going back to
By the
the-
time I come back,
Oh,
I'm gonna have a weapon.
that was very close. I like to play it dangerously.
Here, I'm trying to
And now you can
make the
survive
screen
the
bigger for you
Yes,
guys.
so
Yeah.
we're
You
gonna
don't need to see the
explore
map.
this room now.
You don't need to
And
see
we
the
can
map.
always go back and explore other lava rooms to see what we missed.
The map is
I know,
whatever.
but this
The
is all
map
one planet,
exists.
this
I'll
is
be
all
right
Earth
back
Arcade, but
with
look
an
how big the
axe.
environments are. It's a big planet.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a
With
lot
a
of
really
different
big
areas and
axe.
a lot of variety.
So much variety, yeah. And every area is just so colorful and unique on its own. So here I'm going to show a new Aeon ability called Lightning Armor. And what it does, it gives this green glow to Samus, but also overcharges my melee and lets me go through enemies without taking much damage. But it does take away from my Aeon pool. And so I want to actually save it in case I need it later.
Yeah, every time you get hit, it actually makes your Aeon gauge go down. So you
That's right.
can't just run foolishly through a group of enemies unless you want to feel a lot of pain.
Yeah, so here's another door that I'm unfortunately not able to get in through, so I'm going to do another pin here. But I'm also going to show here, there's this information screen that will actually, it will show different items that are shown in the map, and if you're not quite sure what that icon means, it will actually tell you here. And it'll actually unlock too once you've discovered it and you know how to interact with it. So definitely keep an eye on these because these are actually really informative.
It'll help you remember what you already know.
Yeah.
And we've already seen a few new Chozo artifacts, but that brings me to the question. Sakamoto-san, can you tell us a little bit about the decision to integrate more Chozo artifacts into this version of the game?
他のメトロイドゲームに比べて、この作品は、より多く彫像の作り出したものがあると思いますが、その背景について教えていただけますか。
はい、このゲームの舞台になっている SR388 という惑星は彫像文明が栄えて、そして滅んでしまったという非常に謎を秘めた舞台なんですね。
So, this game is set on SR388, and it's a planet that was home to the Chozo civilization at one point, and so it saw the Chozo flourish, and it also saw them crumble. So this whole area has this historical background of being a place just sort of filled with lots of riddles.
なので彫像文明の遺跡であるとかそういったものがたくさん、はい、あるわけですね。
So that's why you see all of these again Chozo ruins that you mentioned throughout the game.
サムスリターンズ遊んでいただくとその文明の謎がある程度わかるんじゃないかなと思う。
And I think if you get a chance to play Samus Returns, you might find some of the answers to the riddles that the Chozo civilization left behind.
What a tease he is.
さらに謎が深まるんじゃないかなと。
But it is possible that there may be some new and more intriguing riddles introduced through the game as well.
Fine, I guess everyone's just gonna have to wait and see.
ネタバレしないようにね、はい、自分で皆さん頑張ってプレイしてもらいたいですね。
And Teresa, you've gotten yourself into trouble again.
I did. So this is the second evolution of the Metroid species. This is the Gamma. I was able to do a counter melee on him finally as he came up close to me. But I'm also going to use Ice Beam because it seems to be really weak to his nucleus. So I'm just going to keep on attacking him. But yeah, he's got a dynamic set of moves. He's swooping down on me. He's throwing electricity on me.
But that's a good point. If you're ever fighting an enemy or a boss and your weapon of choice doesn't seem to
Hello,
be
Poke Persona.
Try one of your other weapons or abilities because they
It's
might be a little more
1:32. Do you know what time it is?
I feel safer if I put on my
Shing.
lightning armor. So I'm just gonna go here.
Shing, shing, shing.
You've made him mad.
Do you know what time it is? I know what time it is. It's time to die.
Just gonna throw this out there. Those spider legs are really creepy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of spiders.
Yes.
So yeah, this guy creeps me out.
He did
Almost
leave.
turned red though, so
He left
doing
this
well.
plane of reality.
I should be almost there.
And that's another kind of visual indicator. To
That's
show you
what
that
he
you're
left.
closer to making mincemeat of this guy.
Yeah, and there's all
And I
these audio
showed
cues,
him
too,
the
for
door
when's the
out.
right time to oh boy.
Shing,
When's the right time to melee him? So it only happens when he goes down on the ground. But yes, I was able to successfully kill him.
Good work.
All right. Well, with that, I actually want to
Whoops,
show
wrong one.
another later area in the game because I think it'd be really cool to show the fans.
Hey, you don't need my face. You don't need my face right now.
While you switch to your other save file,
Okay, here's what I'll do. I will let them finish this, and I'll see what the third game they show is.
Obviously, a lot of abilities and
If the third game is something I don't care about, we're gonna finally call it. So I'm gonna let them finish this up.
新しい要素をゲームに追加するとそのバランス取るのが大変難しいと思います。やはりまあ十分な能力を提供したいけれども簡単に
It wasn't a plastic. It was a sword. It was a fucking pirate sword. Hold on. Get.
そうですね。やっぱり強力な武器っていうのは
It was a
使うと
This is a knife.
まあ
It's a pretty fucking big knife. It's like, oh yes, I'll have the finest steak on your menu.
Of course, it feels great. It's exhilarating to use these really
exquisite.
powerful and dynamic abilities.
Sword.
And players want to use them, and we want them.
This is how I hold my swords. All right.
それをやたら使ってしまうとゲームがすごく簡単になりすぎたりとか あと新鮮味が失われたり緊張感が失われていったりして
Alright, I'm just gonna let this run. I'll come back when I hear they're about to do a third game, and we'll see what happens from there. If I don't care about the third game, we'll call it here. And if I do care, we'll stick around. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes, or whenever they end this segment. Until then, I'll let you keep watching.
It's a really delicate balance.
サムスリターンズで言うとビームバーストっていうその連射ができる機能があってこれがまあ一番その例に今打ちましたね。これのバランスと非常に難しくてやはり消費量であるとかその効果であるとかその供給量このバランスをうまく整えるのに非常にチューニングを繰り返しましてマーキュリースティームさんにもいろいろとご迷惑かけたんじゃないかなと思います。
Well, yeah, and I think a good example of some of the difficulty in that fine tuning is what we just saw on screen. Is this beam burst, and what's difficult again about finding that balance is you have to measure the effect of the weapon, and you also have to take into consideration the amount of energy uses and the supply of energy that's available to you, and trying to come up with again a balance that works throughout the game and keeps all of those factors in mind. It can be quite challenging. I think we put quite a load on Mercury's team and having them do that, but I think they did a remarkably good job.
Yes, I completely agree with Sakamoto-san's words. It was difficult to balance the new abilities, not only because they can be used alone, but only because they can be used in combination between them, and also they can be combined with the classic abilities too. So at the end, it was pretty tough, but we, however, are very confident that we finally found the best possible balance for all players to fully enjoy them.
Yes, I think you achieved a great balance, and trust me, it's still difficult.
Alright, so my Metroid detector went off again. And this is the Gamma Husk, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be facing him.
Maybe it's something cuddlier. Hey, little guy.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
So this is the next evolution. This is the Zeta, and he's pretty gnarly. I'm not a big fan of him. And as Sakamoto-san was saying that about the beam burst, I actually wanted to showcase this other Aeon ability because it is it's so cool and it feels really powerful.
Okay, quick update. I'm now reading that this is a Metroid 2 remake. This is. I'm reading that someone said.
To grapple, to beam burst.
So, again, tell me it's a new game. Go ahead.
Oh, he does.
He's hard to predict.
Bick. Tell me it's a new game. It says it's a Metroid 2 remake.
Nice. That's just the beautiful melee counter too. I love how it slows down time.
Okay, that I'm gonna go away
so
again.
Epic and actiony, and I absolutely love it. This is my least favorite move. This one gets me every time. Oh god. Oh.
And now you died on purpose so that we could see Zero Suit Samus.
She looks so elegant there.
Beautiful, yes. So thank you.
You're welcome. I aim to please.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna try this again.
Yes, you can do this. We all believe in you.
I'm gonna skip the cutscene because I can. I'm gonna get right into that. Alright.
Nice melee counter right off the top.
Oh, he was nice enough to give it to me, so I'll take it.
Yes.
Oh no. Get to the other side, so I got a good shot of his nucleus.
You know, he's not invited to your birthday party anymore.
No.
He ruined it.
I like green, but not in my face. No.
And as we're showcasing here, the new abilities, your beam burst there, your lightning armor, they add to the experience, but as to the balance they were talking about earlier, they definitely don't make it easier. You have the ion gauge, and you can't spam these abilities at all. I mean, I think you're already out of them, so.
Again.
It's alright. Third time's the charm.
He's pretty strong. Yeah,
he's pretty awful.
I'm hopeful that this third time I can get it.
Yes. You have the power of Samus at your disposal.
I have all her abilities. Alright, let's try this again. He missed me at that time. That was lucky.
He's gonna feel that tomorrow.
Hope so. So mean.
Alright, they might be showing a little too much. Metroid's supposed to be about exploration, but they've already done a shit fuck ton of exploration for us.
God, I absolutely hate this ability.
Like hot damn, let us find this shit. We've been here for a hot minute.
You know, he's more afraid of you than you are of him. Just
Is
remember
that
that.
really
That's
the case?
truth.
I don't think he cares much about me. Oof. Oh boy.
Just when you think you have a handle on it, he switches it up.
Oh, yeah, I know. I always need to be on guard with him because it's never the same pattern or consistent at all.
You're getting really close, though. I think you can do this.
Oh, I don't know. I got one bar left. Oh. No. No.
Oh, so close.
All right, I can do it. I can do this. I swear.
We believe in you. This is the time. And he's not going to do that move that
Maybe
you hate over and over again.
Maybe Sakamoto-san can give me some tips.
何かヒントありませんでしょうか。
頑張ってください。
Good luck.
That's all I get.
No pressure having the creator of Metroid watching you.
No.
I love how dynamic the beam burst looks.
It is. It feels so good. And I ran out of Aeon energy. That was my best one.
Oh no. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way now.
Missiles it is.
Oh.
Oh, that was close. Come at me. Come on.
Just stay down.
Yes.
Oh, finished with the melee counter. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Well worth the wait.
Thank you.
Good work, Teresa.
Well, that is all we have to show for game footage, but we do have some cool announcements to also show to the folks at home, so
Yes.
I'm really excited.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, we shall. All right.
Are you sure you got
as you
game
probably might have
announcements?
seen
You
at
sure?
The very beginning of the game, the surface area, amiibo functionality
Are you sure?
is active in this game. It does support the two Samus.
Are you sure?
The Zero Suit Samus and the regular Samus from the Super Smash Brothers.
Are
game.
you sure?
But there's also two new amiibo that we're so excited
Are
to
you
show
sure?
We actually have them right here. I'm gonna ask you to hold. Actually, no. I'm gonna give you the honor
you
of
sure?
holding him because he's so awesome. So you get the Metroid, and this is the best part. He's actually squishy.
He's actually feels like a Metroid.
It's so cool, and he's like breaking out of his little case and everything.
Yep.
And then you also have
Crawling
Samus
in
here,
my
but she's in
skin.
her classic Metroid 2 pose, and that is just so cool. Like the amount of detail that's around.
Wake me
it's
up,
so
my
amazing. She
skin.
feels so cool.
Wake me
great
up
additions to my
inside.
collection. Maybe your
That's how the song
yeah,
went, right?
Definitely my collection. I'm a super big fan of Metroid. So we can't unfortunately tell you what the functionality is in this segment, but we will announce it at a later time. But we wanted to show you these.
When
because
you
they're
use
so
the
cool.
amiibo,
Yes.
Samus
and,
pops out of a cake in a birthday suit.
Before we go, we wanted to ask
We'll
you
only
if
make.
Sakamoto-san
There's
was
only
happy
one
with the
amiibo in
final thoughts
existence.
they'd like to
Pre-orders
最後
open
に何か
Tuesday.
一言か何か発表したいこと何かありますでしょうかね。
どうしたんですか？
Yes, I wanted to thank Sakamoto-san and Nintendo for relying on us to develop this new Metroid game. So thank you so much.
Alright, so again, we'll let them get to the third game, and if it's brand spanking new, we'll stick around, depending on what it is. If it's something we already know about, I'm out of here. I'll give you my final thoughts, which I think
Mercury's theme on this project, and we really feel that the world, the potential.
I think you know what they are.
Metroid franchise has really just opened up for us.
And then we'll go. And then we'll go.
One other thing I'd like to talk about today.
What is it?
Come on, one other thing, come on. Hey, come on.
Come on, talk about it. Talk about the thing. Talk about the thing. Talk about it. Talk about the thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna launch and put on the market a special edition for Metroid Samus Returns.
Oh, there it is.
Alright.
Oh, that's so pretty. So it also has on the cover the original pose from the Metroid 2 Return of Samus. So
see? Metroid 2! Go fuck yourself. This is...
Yeah, so
it's Metroid 2. It's original. Metroid 2. New game. Metroid 2. New game. Metroid 2. New game.
I think 25 tracks. Yeah, and it's just
Fight
a collection
me.
of all the games that have come out so far for the Metroid series featuring our beloved heroine Samus.
You'd complain if they
including
showed no
this one,
Metroid.
so,
Nah.
I hope you guys
Nah.
really, I'm super excited for it.
I'm
so
complaining
I
to
hope
show
you
no
guys
Smash
enjoy.
Brothers. Shit, the orphans.
Yes, thank you so much for telling us about that, Sakamoto-san. And thank you, Jose.
Thank you.
All right, here. Look, it's a second one. I can't fit either of them, but they're both in there. They're both in there.
Oh, that's right.
They
So
get
one
50
more treat
cents.
for you.
They can afford so
so
much.
those of you that have a Nintendo 3DS at home, you're actually able to see the trailer that aired earlier today. And it actually,
Smash
because
predicted
you
it.
have a
Everyone
Nintendo
is
3DS,
already
if you're
upset
able
about too
to
much
put
Metroid.
on
Yeah,
the functionality, you'll
That didn't take long.
see
That took like
3D
20 minutes, right?
And display, and you'll just
And now what?
be
Look,
able to see
right now
how
on Twitter,
isolated and
guess what's trending?
cool and
Guess
all that
what's
depth
trending?
that's in
No
Metroid.
Animal
So,
Crossing.
We're really excited
No,
to
the
have
words
that
no
available
Animal
for you
Crossing
today.
is trending right now.
And you could download it for free on the Nintendo eShop.
Hold up.
And, thank you so
Here,
much
check
for
this out.
tuning in. We're so happy to be
Check
able
this
to
out real
show
quick.
you
Hold on.
Metroid Samus Returns. Thank you again, Sakamoto-san and Jose, for joining us
you.
and speaking with
Fuck,
us.
wait.
And please stay tuned. Next up, we have Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, so don't go anywhere.
God damn it. All right. Well. All right. In that case, we can knock that out of here. Hold on. Let me just. I need to. Okay. Hold on. We can get that off. All right. No, Smash is not happening. They would have done it by now. The only thing I can think of is maybe at the Pokken Invitational. Maybe. But if it was gonna happen, it would have happened already. I doubt it. Anywho, hold on, real quick. Twitter, hold on, real quick. Look, right now, no Animal Crossing is trending. When there's no Animal Crossing, if they showed Animal Crossing, people would be complaining. It's like, oh, they've been showing Animal Crossing for 20 minutes, but then they don't show it at all? It trends! Nintendo can't win. Ever. They announced Metroid. Everyone... 2 Metroid games! No Animal Crossing is... just have your cake! We gave you the cake! Eat it too! What does that saying even mean? I don't know. Whatever. Anywho. Lordy, no Animal Crossing. Right here. "20 minutes of Metroid," which hasn't had a real quote-unquote entry since Other M. People are already complaining. Oh my god. Look, I'm complaining, but I'm over-exaggerating it for giggles. I'm not actually... I never really saw Smash Bros. Coming. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Alright. But yeah, anywho. Look, listen, yeah, a lot of it again, was stuff we knew about, but much like Sony yesterday, it was expanded upon. So like, yeah, we saw, actually no, I'm sorry, the only thing we really expanded upon was really Mario Odyssey. We did see a little more of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We did see some new characters confirmed for Fire Emblem Warriors. They didn't show any new Fire Emblem Switch, like a next proper Fire Emblem. So I mean, whatever. But Metroid Prime 4. So hold on. So it's like they only showed a logo. Boo, Metroid Prime 4. They showed 20 minutes of Metroid Samus Returns. Boo, Metroid Samus Returns. Oh my god, I hate people. Hi, welcome to Smash Hates People, the conference. Okay. And then new Yoshi, and then I already forgot. What else was there? There was more things. There was like at least one more thing. No, I think I got it. And then everything else was stuff we've seen before. Mario Rabbids, Skyrim. But there was no neck! Forget Smash! Where was neck? Having your cake and eating it too means you can't have two things at once. Okay, well in that case, they currently have two things at once. 2 Metroids. They have it. They have it. They have it. But no Animal Crossing. If they showed Animal Crossing, people would be complaining. If they showed 20 minutes out, blah. I only complained because I'm trying to put on a show here. I didn't really have much else to add. And Metroid, 2D Metroid is about exploration, and they were showing a lot. Like just for the sake of the gameplay when you play it, I was a little like, all right, you can stop now. But I wasn't like complaining like, oh, Metroid, you know, whatever. Anyway. So, yeah, no, very good. Again, like, quantity over quality, really. All right, no, I'm sorry. I fucked that up. Whoo! Quality over quantity. So, yeah, they didn't show a lot brand spanking new that we didn't already know about. In fact, what I predicted earlier, where they were gonna show a lot of things we already knew about, they pretty much did that. We heard about Pokken again. We heard about ARMS again. We heard about Splatoon 2 again. We heard about the Breath of the Wild DLC again. Mario Rabbids again. Again. But then there were those few brand spanking new ones. We got 2 new Metroids and a Yoshi, and there was, I think, one other thing that I can't remember right now. So, I mean, we're good. We're good as far as I'm concerned. We have ARMS coming this week. Splatoon 2 is, I think, next month. Breath of the Wild DLC is coming really soon. Mario Odyssey looks fantastic. Mario Rabbids looks fantastic. Kirby! That was the one. Right, Kirby. We got a new Kirby. So, yeah. That's 2 games that's 2 games. That's 2 new games in one franchise. Kirby... fucking, and what, Yoshi, that was the one I was thinking of. Let me make noises, that'll help. Alright. Smash complains and threatens to murder someone with a large plastic knife. The stream, the movie. Yeah, I'm not complaining. You guys should learn to stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. So, let's see. Now, because we didn't see Metroid Prime 4 gameplay, if we had seen Prime 4 gameplay, I would give this additional brownie points. As is, while the mere announcement of it is enough for now. As far as just putting on a show, no gameplay does detract a couple of brownie points, but it's nothing detrimental at all. So yeah, I would give this a solid, at least from what we've seen so far. Again, there's the smallest chance that something could happen at one of these 3 invitationals they got going on. That's a lot of invitationals. I mean, maybe. Small chance. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they're going to have anything else new beyond what we've got. But what we got was pretty good, it looks like. So, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, solid B+. Solid B+. Not quite an A- because no Metroid Prime 4 footage, which again, I'm not faulting them on it. I'm just saying as far as putting on a show is concerned. I'm not going to fault them for that. And again, rating conferences, because everyone has different preferences. It's not fair to rate shows because everyone's tastes are different. Microsoft has their own thing going on over here. Nintendo's got their own thing going on over here. It's not about who's better. It's about the more everyone does good, the better it is for the consumer. It shouldn't be about who wins. But unfortunately, that's the standard we've all set for ourselves. So, good job, gamers. Anyway, so going by that standard, because I don't know how else to end this. Here's what this standard sucks. I'm gonna use it anyway. So I would say overall, me personally, Microsoft and Ubisoft are barely tied, with Nintendo immediately underneath them. Then closely by Sony. Then EA's down a little bit more. And then Bethesda's all the way down here. Bethesda wasn't terrible, but comparatively to everyone else, I was like, I only really cared about 3 things from Bethesda. I still like the theme part, the aesthetic they did, but this year's Bethesda conference felt like we already did two other conferences. We don't really have anything, but we have to do a conference. They didn't have to do a conference. They did, and it wasn't terrible. It was just like, it wasn't, the last 2 years they came out the gate swinging. This year, not so much. I can't believe I'm saying that. Ubisoft is tied for first place in my head. I never thought that day would come. Hot diggity. So yeah, Nintendo is like tied for first is Microsoft and Ubisoft, and just underneath them in a immediate second place, I would say, is Nintendo. Because even though not a lot of this is brand new, it was expanded upon, and I'm still excited for these games. Not every announcement needs to be brand spanking new, even though I was going on about earlier about how 25 minutes, even though I did that. But they had enough new stuff here where I'm like, all right, we're good. So I think we're done. We're done. That was E3 more or less. We hopefully just more, just hopefully more. I really just give me more. I'm a greedy bastard. Give me more. But if you don't, I'm happy with everything we've seen. Really the only truly disappointing conference is Bethesda, really. There were disappointing moments of every conference, but they're few and far between. I mean, am I getting too old? Are my standards dropping? Was E3 actually pretty good this year? I feel like the internet's like, no, it sucks and here's why. Like, am I getting too old? Are my standards shit? Are all the complainers actually correct? What's going on here? I don't know. I might actually make a best of E3 video. I don't like to do those because they're outdated within a month, but my whole channel is outdated, so who cares? So, I mean, really, a lot of good shit this year. I'm pleased. I am pleased. So, okay, as far as main streams go, we're finished. This is the final one. Now, what I might do, this weekend, we're probably going to do one more E3 stream. I'm going to wait until E3 itself has completely finished, which I think it does so on Friday. I think Friday, E3 is 100% done. Friday, what we'll do, or the weekend, rather. For this weekend, what I'll do is you guys can send me specific trailers that you want me to watch live and talk about. And we'll also do Devolver Digital. Because I hear Devolver Digital wasn't even really a conference. It was 20 minutes of memes, which, bless. So you guys can submit trailers of specific games that haven't been mentioned in any of these conferences. And just any specific moments maybe you want me to talk about. We'll do a bonus stream this weekend. What do we got? I think there was a Sonic Forces trailer and Devolver Digital, and I just guess whatever else. So I mean, I'll compile a list of smaller things that weren't part of the conferences, and then of course Devolver Digital will do that as well. So we'll do all that on the weekend, and that'll be a bonus stream. As far as the main streams, this is the finale. We are done, and I'm happy. This has been a good weekend, I think. Again, I don't know if I suck, if my standards are shit. Chris, you're wrong. Chris, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm honestly, I'm probably gonna I'm still in the middle of making a proper video that I really should get back to working on. I might have to put it on the sideline to do an E3 video. There's a lot of games I want to talk about. I want to talk about Way Out. I want to talk about Mario Rabbids. I want to talk about Dragon Ball Fighters. I want to talk about Marvel Infinite. Unfortunately, I'm scared for that game. I am. There's a bunch of other shit. I want to talk about Spider-Man. So yeah. Also, one more thing. That hospital game from yesterday, the PlayStation VR hospital game, it's apparently in the same world as Until Dawn. Now, I haven't played Until Dawn, but I heard Until Dawn was very good. So, that one's probably onto something. The trailer didn't tell us anything about it, but, I mean, if Until Dawn was good, shit, they might be onto something. But alright, that's my piece. So yeah, expect a best of E3 video probably within the next week or so. I want to talk about a lot of these games. So, okay. If anything happens at the Invitational that involves you-know-what, I will try to stream it immediately. I mean, it's gonna be in the moment. I'm not gonna have OBS up with my finger on the button. I'm not gonna do that, but I'll see what I can do. But I doubt it. But if we don't get it this year, that's fine. Because that means next year they're gonna confirm an actual new game and not a port. Right? That's right, Knack Prime 4, baby! Okay, we're done. Thank you guys for joining me on, whether you joined me for just this one, just one other, or all of the streams. Thank you guys for joining, for taking the E3 ride with me this year. Really, there was honestly a lot of things that were great. I found it pretty difficult to be snarky this year. I snuck in a couple of snarky moments because I'm a piece of shit, but really, all in all, I think we did great. And, yeah, no, video games this year are video games! Fishing! Gaming so far this year has been very, very good, and it's shaping up to be better as we go. I sounded so excited. It's shaping up to be better as we go. I've been streaming for 3 hours, okay? I've been talking almost nonstop for 3 hours. Okay. So we're good. So, for those of you who would like to re-watch these streams, I am going to keep them archived on my Twitch. So if you go to my Twitch and you check the highlights, I have all the conferences highlighted, and you can watch them whenever you want. If your life sucks that bad and you're that bored, you can rewatch these streams. So there's that. Good E3. We'll be back this weekend for maybe a bonus stream of miscellaneous stuff, and then we'll be definitely done. And hopefully, see you guys later. Have a good one. And hopefully,